Good evening, esports fans. This is Bang on My Drums, and we've got ourselves a full house cast booth tonight for the first of two semifinal matches of Season 9 of the PMAOWL Alpha Overwatch League. Tonight's contest, number 1 seed Zenphony, number 5, against the underdog 7 seed Hecking Purple. It is sure to be an excellent contest this evening, and I'm joined in the booth here tonight by outgoing Commissioner Shaka Khan, along with Mr. Trifecta here on the commentary, and helping us out on cams, the esteemed That Dan Guy, aka Drunk Rat, aka that guy Dan we all know.
Hey,
Anyway,
Hi, friends.
tonight's first match is going to be tonight's first map, I should say, will be Lijiang Tower. And looking at the lineups that we have here, we are going to see, I think, some extremely brawly lineups. We know that Zenphony number 5 has had Iron Brew on that wrecking ball all season. Hefty, an excellent Reinhardt player. I would expect that that's the tank lineup we're going to see right out of the gate here. Meanwhile, Guy Fieri and Fire Chicken, I'm expecting Rhine Diva fully, especially with the recent booster change and all that good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I would definitely anticipate a Fire Chicken playing that Diva. He just, especially with those booster changes as you're mentioning, Diva is so powerful right now, so much in the meta. I honestly would be surprised if we don't see a Diva out of really both these teams. Of course, Iron Brew known for his ball play, and Hefty, of course, playing that Reinhardt. But really, I would be surprised if we don't see a lot of Diva play tonight out of these tank lines.
Absolutely. I mean, Diva just has so much dive potential now. Although, knowing Iron Brew and the way that he plays Hamster, I feel like he's probably going to default to that just because it's his comfort pick. And, of course, Zenphony number 5 with a hell of a Mei player in Popmaster. So, definitely going to be seeing a lot of Mei tonight. On the side of Hecking Purple, we've got the heal lineup of Hail Celes and Brontosaur, which will definitely make things interesting. And we see a Dance Hog, a.k.a. Juice, subbing in tonight on DPS for Hecking Purple. So, we we'll definitely be seeing some McCree play out of him. Symphonia John, one of the people in the league who I think we consider a true flex, just kind of does whatever he needs to do on any team that he's on. So I know he plays Soldier, he plays Junkrat, plays Sombra. I've seen him run. So he's going to be definitely a bit of the wild card in that lineup. And of course, the heals on Zenphony number 5 between Eldorado and Great Pilgrim, they're going to be putting out a lot of healing for their team. So it looks like we're about ready to get started here. Go ahead and kick this first match off right away on Lijiang Tower.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to see these two teams bring Heckin' Purple as the underdog. You know, you'd expect Zenphony number 5 to put up a good showing, but Heckin' Purple, you know, they're here for a reason. They're in the semifinals because of how well they played last week, beating out the number 2 seed. And you know, just I'm really looking forward to a good match tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if we went to a map 5.
Honestly, just for the fact that it'll be exciting for everybody involved, I hope it comes to that, because it'll mean more excitement for us, more entertainment for you fans out there. And here we go. The first lineup is underway, and Iron Brew and Hefty running the Rein Zarya, which I can't say I expected right out of the gate. Ejinx on his trusty Widowmaker. So that should be interesting to see.
Absolutely. Stekmonster, thank you for the bits, by the way, in chat. Just real quick, Shaka Khan, before you do some commentary. Thank you for the bits, Stekmonster. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Stek. I don't think anybody expected the Rein Zarya from them, so this might be the play, you know?
Yeah, and it's gonna be up to Fire Chicken to eat those grabs. He's been known around the league for some very effective uses of the defense matrix, especially if those changes go through that are in the experimental region. That could be that can make Diva much stronger than she already is. And it looks like Hecking Purple being walled off here early there by Popmaster. That allows Zenphony number 5 to get straight to point, and they are established very strongly there with those Mei walls causing a lot of trouble for Hecking Purple. Dancehog, though, getting a sneaky kill there on Great Pilgrim. Guy Fieri takes down Eldorado's Immortality Field. Fire Chicken comes in and takes out Hefty. Dancehog will finish off Ejinx. And now Hecking Purple is charging their way onto point. Hail Celes finishing off Popmaster with the whip shot, and Symphonia John will freeze Eldorado so cold that he goes down. And the first capture goes to Hecking Purple. A surprising turn of events there.
Yeah, you know, Dancehog on that McCree is just absolutely ridiculous. The other night, I casted a game when he played in it, and he was just hitting shot after shot. He doesn't miss. The man does not miss this McCree, so Not surprised there. Another kill right there. Aided and abetted by Danzog.
Oh, and there's a big shatter from Guy Fieri, although he's getting frozen by Pop. Don't get the utility out of it that he wanted. Danzog and Hail Solis, though, getting a couple of choice picks there. And Danzog just popping off already in the kill feed, if you're seeing that on the top right of your screen. He is just making all kinds of progress. And really, that's we actually, when I say we, I mean Sailor Boone played against his team last week. And the thing about him is his positioning. He is always at these off angles, at these flanks, and it causes a whole team to oftentimes just turn around and look for him. And then that allows the rest of his team to focus on whatever they need to focus on. And we see once again with the PMAOWL coming out from Zenphony John, a big freeze coming out as well, getting at least 3. Iron Brew goes down, Hefty going down earlier there. Eldorado's reality field does not last long. And now it's Eldorado and Ejinx going down. Ejinx having swapped onto the Reaper here. And that's a team wipe for Hecking Purple. Wow. A strong showing for this first map.
Yeah, absolutely. Billy the Game Go, thank you for the tier 1 sub in our Twitch chat. Thank you very much. We so appreciate
Billy
the subs that you guys give. Thank you very much, Billy, for your tier 1 sub. Yeah, you know, honestly, Heckin' Purple putting on a clinic right now. Although a big shatter, as I say that. A lot of ults coming in. Danzog can't get much out of that, so that's 3.
He did not, but you know, the shatter was actually blocked by Guy Fieri, but then they threw the grab, they threw the coalescence, they threw the blizzard. They used, I want to say 3, possibly 4 ults there.
They used 5 ultimates.
Yeah, I believe I saw 5 ultimates come through there. Yeah, every ult except for Ejinx and that soldier came out, so not a good position here. Although, of course, they did take the point, so they survived to live another day.
But they are now down at roughly, they might have soldier ult by the time this next engagement happens. Whereas Hecking Purple has got 3 ults in the banks.
Oh, great PMAOWL though by Popmaster.
Definitely big stuff. And Guy Fieri getting taken down by Hefty, and Zenphony John goes down as well to Iron Brew, so that's going to be a big old resetty spaghetti if I ever heard one.
Yeah, Zenphony, they're not going to want to come through this choke, especially with the soldier just raining down there. The Mei is always going to get that wall off. They're not going to want to come in this choke. They're going to want to come around that left side of the point or on top of the right side. So they're going to want to, yeah, and as I say that, here they are doing this top right engagement here, rotating around. This is what they want to do to avoid that soldier fire down choke. Oh, and
there's a big bomb coming up from Fire Chicken. He gets 1 with Great Pilgrim. Eldorado goes down. Ejinx pops his visor and takes out Brontosaur. So Hecking Purple down to healer, but down goes Ejinx to Hail Solis' whip shot. Hefty getting harassed pretty hard, but he gets the bubble from Iron Brew. There's a big shatter, gets at least 3, although he's getting frozen. Zenphony John will help take him down. Danzog gets rid of Eldorado, and Popmaster goes down to Hail Solis, who is just popping off on Brigitte right now. Danzog finishing off Iron Brew there on the right side, along with Great Pilgrim with the headshot. And now we are into overtime, and that's going to be the end of the first portion of this map.
And right
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
at the end, I gotta give credit a little bit to my boy Guy Fieri trying to pull off the shatter bomb happening. Definitely helps get some of those last kills to take that point.
Yeah, absolutely. And Hail Solis, as you mentioned, banging my drums, just popping off there. The very clutch rally during that shatter by by Hefty. Hefty had a really nice shatter, but Hail Solis managed to get out of it, throw that rally in, and she basically becomes unkillable once that rally comes in. Those of you that play Brigitte know all too well how difficult she is to kill when she's in rally mode.
The raid boss, as FoxM has coined the term.
Yes, of course, absolutely. Guy Fieri is switching over to the monkey here, so they're playing kind of a full dive. Although, interesting, they're sticking with the Mei McCree. So, dive tanks with a little bit of death ball DPS. We'll see how this works out for Heckin' Purple.
And we see we see on the side of Zenphony, they've got the trusty Wrecking Ball coming out from. And on this point, Wrecking Ball is definitely useful. He can just spin to win right there in the center. Brontosaur getting an early pick there, though, on Ejinx. So that is going to hurt for Zenphony number 5 as far as being effective in dealing damage, taking the Pharah down early. And here comes Fire Chicken right onto the point with the rest of his team. The Winston jumping in there and causing a lot of trouble. Eldorado getting just harassed by Guy Fieri right now. In comes Wrecking Ball to try and help out, but the Wrecking Ball gets stunned. He's getting frozen. He's just having a bad time of it right now. And down he goes to Danzog. Hefty does take out Zenphony John and Guy Fieri. And the Pharah still managing to hang out on point, but Fire Chicken is not taking no for an answer. Danzog will finish off Popmaster. Fire Chicken gets demeched, and Danzog will finish off Ejinx. And
nanoed the baby.
Nanoed baby Diva will allow Hecking Purple to capture the first point there.
Yeah, really great take there. Again, Dance Hog just on this McCree. Oh, as I say that, he goes down to Grey Pilgrim's skill orb there. But
yes.
But yeah, no, Dance Hog playing incredibly well right now, subbing in for Hecking Purple. What a good sub they picked up, huh?
Absolutely. We see right now the Pharah raining down rockets from above, except that ult isn't going to do much good as Fire Chicken eats the vast majority of it, does sacrifice his mech, and down goes a Earth Shatter there from Hefty, but he gets slept. Although it does look like most of Hecking Purple got taken down over the course of those two ultimates coming out there. There is still Guy Fieri using Angry Monkey to stay on point, and that will not last long as the tables turn in favor of Zenphony number 5.
Yeah, really great engage there by Ejinx. You know, even though he didn't get much value out of his ultimate, you saw Eldorado with the res there. He knew Eldorado was there. He knew the team was going to turn towards him, and he knew if I just throw this in, the whole team is going to turn towards me, and I'm going to divert their attention so the rest of my team can take point. So really good play by Ejinx.
All right, and here we go. Hecking Purple choosing to go into the white room approach here. See some rockets coming at them from Ejinx's Pharah here. But it looks like, Brontosaur once again picking off Ejinx. That is the second time in a row. And the eat from Fire Chicken, the first Pop Master not getting a chance to get any effectiveness out of his Blizzard. Hail Salise getting charged down there by Hefty, but Zenphony John will finish him off. Dancehog stopping Eldorado from getting the res. The High Noon comes out, and Dancehog now on a 3-man kill streak here as Iron Brew charges in, tries to make something of his presence there on point, but he will not have much that he can do. Down goes Ejinx again to Dancehog, and the point reverts to Hecking Purple.
Yeah, I had a thought last night of a good voice line for when a diva eats a May ult. It was "Revenge is a dish best served cold." I think that'd be a good voice line they can add in, so something we'll think about. I mentioned that to Shushifu, for our good old friend, and he did not think it was very funny.
Shaka,
See, I almost think it'd be better if
Yep, here you go, Pike.
joke about. Because Diva says things that, like, like when she eats Roadhog's ult, it's this, this pig's overcooked, or eats McCree ult, and I think your clock's off. I think it'd be funnier to be like, it's like, this is gonna give me brain freeze or something like that. Might actually be funnier.
Oh, that'd be good. I like that. That's pretty good. Yeah,
And while I say, speaking of ults here, Hefty getting a big shatter, manages to get several kills. Him and Popmaster just popping off. Iron Brew in the mix as well on the Zarya now, as the Wrecking Ball was not getting as much value as he had hoped, and down goes Fire Chicken. And at 87% capture progress, Zenphony number 5 getting back in the fight here, just over 50% capture progress. Hecking Purple, this is one fight territory for them for sure, but they've got to get moving quickly here, as they've got at least 2 ults to contend with on the side of Hecking Purple, but they do have 3, almost 5, because Hail Salise pretty close to her ult. Dancehog, 75%, but knowing the way he's been playing so far, he's going to have that pretty quickly. And here comes a big Diva Bomb right through the window. Does not get anyone, but does cause some people to space out there. Dancehog finishes off Popmaster. Iron Brew is frozen, and he goes down to Hail Salise. Ejinx does finish off Dancehog. Another big eat for Fire Chicken there, as Ejinx's ult is once again nullified. Ejinx goes down to Guy Fieri. Fire Chicken takes out Hefty, and it's just one left on point. Who is it? It is Grey Pilgrim, but he is not long as he gets taken down by Zenphony John. And then down goes Eldorado with a big stagger there. 96% capture progress, but it's ticking away quickly here. We
do have a Blizzard coming in from Popmaster. Try and get a lot of value out of it.
Fire Chicken's going to have to do his best to stay in his mech. And he eats it again! That is 2 for 2 for Fire Chicken. High Noon comes out. Popmaster is down. Hefty is down to Hail Salise. And we are into overtime here. But it is just stagger after stagger. Eldorado goes down. It's just Popmaster on point in that ice block. And here comes a grab that does manage to come out. The Fire Chicken not able to eat that, but down goes Popmaster. And right now it's just Iron Brew on point, and he goes down. Hit Ejinx there trying to help stall Hefty there on the Winston. And here comes the Coalescence, but I did not manage to get as much value as Great Pokemon was just getting back. Eldorado going down to Fire Chicken, and map 1 will go to Hecking Purple.
Yeah, I credit Zenphony number 5 for making some adjustments. They played really well in that map 2. Map 1 was kind of a clinic, really, for a lot of it by Hecking Purple. But Zenphony came back, got some good capture percentage, but ultimately, the power of Dancehog on that McCree is just too much. He's such a good McCree. For those of you who don't know, that is also Juice, another a good member of our league who's been in it for a couple of seasons now, and he just absolutely slaps on that McCree.
And I think going forward here, that is going to have to be Zenphony's play, is they're going to have to make it so that he doesn't get as much value out of that McCree. If they're going to, especially considering that the next map type up here is 2CP. So that is going to determine a lot as far as what their strategy is going to be, I would think.
Yeah,
And looking
absolutely.
at the map pool, trying to remember what we have next as far as
I believe our
available maps.
choices are Hanamura,
Volskaya, and Abubis.
and Temple of Anubis are the three. Hanamura, Volskaya, and Temple of Anubis. So let's see. Let's give them some options here. Hanamura, Volskaya, and Anubis.
I think we all know that it's probably not going to be Anubis. It's pretty much between Hanamura
But it
and
should
Volskaya.
be!
I mean, I like Anubis, but that's because I play Junkrat, and second point is very easy to defend as Junkrat because you literally just hold left click.
I mean, Trifecta, you got my rant. You got my rant last week about
about
Hanamura and about Volskaya.
And Volskaya is the pick. There we go.
You're wrong, but okay.
That is the map. Volskaya will be our map for tonight, or for map number 2. Exciting stuff. I'm a big fan of Volskaya. I think it's my favorite 2CP map. Really just a great map that, there's a choke, but it's not too difficult to navigate with that car. I really enjoy Volskaya. I think it's a really, really fun map. I find that Hanamura, sometimes you can get stuck up in chokes, and it's very difficult to get past them. And there's not as much space, and I just really like Volskaya.
Yeah, I definitely prefer Volskaya over Hanamura personally, although I do agree with Dan. Temple of Anubis definitely my favorite. And looks like we're going to have a little bit of swap out here. We see Symphonia John going to the bench now, and for Hacking Purple, and OMG Nerf Yoda will get some play time. So now we've got two guys who made McCree on DPS for Hacking Purple, which be curious to see who does what here.
Yeah, I also know that, OMG Nerf Yoda does play a lot of May, as well as a lot of Reaper. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him on the May. I also, as I mentioned, wouldn't be surprised to see him on the Reaper, get some flanky Reaper action going. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how OMG Nerf Yoda plays into this team comp. As you mentioned, of course, Dance Hog just really doing well on that McCree. I would imagine they'll keep him on the McCree. I don't think they'll move.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think they'll be moving Dance Hog off the McCree anytime soon.
And we see
on the side
Viceroy
of Zenphony,
Griff coming in now for Grey Pilgrim. Viceroy Griff's hero pool is similar to Grey Pilgrim's, except that Grey Pilgrim, at least in my experience, is much... He's definitely a Zenyatta, like that's his best healer, whereas Viceroy Griff's an extremely good Ana player. And I think, considering what they're up against here, having El Dorado on the Moira and letting Viceroy Griff run the Ana will prove a lot more useful, just as far as, getting big purples, getting good sleeps. We didn't really see much Ana action on the first map there on Lijiang. So that should be, I think that should help change things up for them a little bit here, especially if Ejinx is running something like he was in the last map where he's running a Reaper, which he does very well. And
yeah, absolutely. Although, Ejinx as well, he's known for his Widowmaker play in this league. He's played some incredible, he's had some incredible Widowmaker plays over the years. So I honestly wouldn't be surprised, especially with the comp that Hacking Purple was running. They didn't really have much to combat a Widowmaker. And especially on a wide open map like Volskaya, I wouldn't be surprised to see Ejinx with the Widowmaker, at least on point A there, setting up on top there, just getting some pot shots.
Absolutely. I was thinking that myself. You'd probably be, especially for the defense, you'd be running that Widowmaker. I think, like you said, just, Lijiang, he was kind of not really getting the value out of the Widowmaker, so he didn't end up playing that too much on the first map. But going forward here, especially when we get into the assault maps, into the hybrid or escort maps, if they end up playing King's Row, that is Widow heaven right there.
Yes, absolutely. Very good point there. And we're off on to Volskaya Industries, map number 2. For those of you just tuning in, currently Hacking Purple up 1-0. Underdog 7 seed up 1-0 on the #1 seed Zenphony #5. So real interesting here. Zenphony playing from behind, not something they usually are used to doing this year.
I don't think they've done it once this season, as far as I know.
Have they not been down at all once this season? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised the way they played, but
I mean, I'd probably have to go back and watch every single stream, but I'm pretty sure they've won the first map every single match they played.
wow.
I'm not sure about map 1 specifically, but I know that they have dropped maps before. I think they lost a single match. I'm not 100% on that.
So they may have lost one single match, but regardless, not very often that you
They
see.
are undefeated on the season, although I know they have lost a map.
Okay, so they have lost maps, undefeated on the season, so very rare thing for Zenphony #5 to be playing down. So yeah, we'll have to see how they adjust. You know, Heck and Purple played them really, really well on Lijiang Tower, and now it's time for Zenphony #5 to bring it back and try and tie us up on Volskaya.
And we see Iron Brew going back to that Hamster, and on Volskaya, Hamster is definitely a force to be reckoned with here. We see Ejinx running the Pre, Popmaster running the Mei once again. Mei definitely pretty useful on attack here. Fortunately, speaking of attacking, Fire Chicken kind of misses the eat there on that Fire Strike. And we see Iron Brew already getting on top of the little pillbox here, forcing Hecking Purple to rotate. Guy Fieri getting a big charge there, taking out Viceroy Griff early. Dancehog takes out Hefty. Ejinx does get rid of Hail Slee's Immortality Field, but at this point, Zenphony #5 is playing several people down, and they get just melted shortly thereafter. Hecking Purple and Dancehog, Fire Chicken and Dancehog just having a field day right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it can't be stressed enough. Dancehog is really playing out of his mind right now. He has been in the last couple games that we've seen him play in, and tonight's no different.
All right, and here we go. Hefty once again posturing with the shield, but the rest of his team isn't quite back with him, so he's got to kind of wait for them to get into position here.
Oh,
And meanwhile, he gets separated by the Maywall. Iron Brew dives in, but he gets purpled in the process. Brontosaur will end up taking out Hefty. Guy Fieri will finish up Popmaster. Dancehog gets rid of Eldorado's Immortality Field, and now Fire Chicken getting the Nano as Hail Solis wins the Baptiste battle against Eldorado.
Oh,
And that will shut that push down.
What a killer Maywall by Junior Fiota there. Send the way Maywall off to the side there to section off the Reinhardt. Just really great play there. Hefty, wow, really deep. I'm surprised that he was willing to stagger himself out that much just to try and get that Ana. Did get the kill on a Brontosaur though, so that's good that bodes well for Zenphony #5. They can reset quick. They have the spawn advantage.
Don't mind Dancehog back here with Deadeye hiding in the control room.
Oh yeah.
It's Ejinx. It's Ejinx. I'm sorry. Wrong McCree.
Yeah, Ejinx. Yeah, wrong McCree.
Ejinx being incredibly sneaky here in the back, and it's only a matter of time. In comes the minefield. It forces everyone to spread out. The Earth Shatter comes out for Guy Fieri. Dancehog still gets Popmaster. Fire Chicken, he knows Ejinx is there. He's going to fly right up. He gets the DM in his face and only limits Ejinx's effectiveness there. He has to pop the Diva Bomb to get back into mech. And meanwhile, the rest of his team is getting just decimated here. It's Brontosaur and Guy Fieri and the company going down. Fire Chicken is the only one left on point, and he will be flattened shortly thereafter. So with only about a minute and a half to go, Zenphony #5 turning things around here, and they're getting that push onto point A. And now we'll be up to Hecking Purple to set themselves back up here on Objective B as Zenphony tries to snowball things here a little bit. They've already got Ejinx up front here with Popmaster, kind of scouting things out as the rest of the team gets set back up. Honestly, I think that switch to Winston by Hefty was a big part of what made that push successful there. They just had going Zoo Pals, full dive. Just really what they needed to do.
Yeah, agreed. It's interesting to see the May McCree working with these dive tanks, but it works so well because of the ball, right? The Wrecking Ball with his pop-up. He can pop up and hit the McCree, and pop enemies up for the McCree. A lot going on now.
Meanwhile, we have competing blizzards.
Another eat by Fire Chicken.
Third time.
Poor Popmaster, dude. Poor Popmaster.
Popmaster, I don't think has yet to get a blizzard off this match, but the rest of his team cleans it all up. Ejinx with another Deadeye here, setting it up, and yeah, they're not even gonna get the touch. So wow, poor.
Hail Solis on the right side of point from the attacker's perspective almost made it, but Ejinx popped him at the last second.
Yeah.
You know, that's 3 casts of a blizzard, And 3 eats for Fire Chicken.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to-
Can I get a pod in the chat?
Where do Blizzards rank on the food pyramid? Like, is Fire Chicken being healthy?
Tonight,
is he over...
I think I would probably put that at like junk food. You know,
They're part of a healthy balanced diet.
Well,
I
they're,
think
they're in there with like
I was-
carbs tonight. You got to eat a ton of
I
it,
was
right?
I was
That's
talking
healthy.
about brain freeze in my previous comment, so I'd say it's like a tasty frozen treat, like a Slurpee,
good point. Yeah,
or
like
perhaps even a Blizzard from the franchise, which I don't want to say, so we don't get sued.
the copyrighted franchise name that we're not.
Dairy Queen.
Yes, that.
Well, I guess our commissioner is just gonna take life by the reins and.
Hey, listen,
say what he wants.
I say
Look,
things
I
that are
used
probably
to work there.
copyrighted all the time because
As-
I mentioned Brondo the Thirst Mutilator on a regular basis.
Monster. Did they turn those blizzards upside down before Charles ate them?
That's nice. That's good. I like
That
it.
is clever, sir.
as Dairy
Jesus
Queen
Christ.
recently rebranded, Happy tastes good. So evidently Blizzards taste happy.
Blizzards taste like happy. What do Grabs taste like? I wonder. What do Gravitas taste like?
Pain
Gulag.
and sadness.
Yeah, pain and sadness.
In the gulag.
All
It tastes
right,
like a
so
gulag.
yeah, here we are. The attack for Heckin' Purple. They're gonna have to really have a good attack here to try and match that time as Zenphony number 5 had. They're playing with the Diva Rhine here. Fire Chicken, of course, just really wrecking on that Diva, as he has been all game.
And we see now the push comes in, and Zenphony number 5 playing a little bit further back since they don't really have a proper shield tank to work with here. And, oh no, Guy Fieri getting separated by the mid, but Fire Chicken is there to help him out as he does still have an avenue of escape. And Hecking Purple just slowly inching their way onto point. Iron Brew gets stunned, and Dance Hog will finish him off. So that's a big kill early there. It does get res by El Dorado. Ohm Jr. Fiota getting taken down by Hefty, but Hefty already has Angry Monkey. That is extremely quick for an ult that usually builds really slowly. And meanwhile, Ejik's getting 2. Dance Hog does respond, but Hefty will respond in kind and take out Dance Hog and Hail Solis. So that's a team wipe for Zenphony number 5 right there.
Yeah,
And
Hefty.
He's gonna pay.
Oh no, he gets out. Yeah, Hefty playing really, really well in this Winston. I think you mentioned it before, Bang My Drums. That switch to Winston really turned it around for them on their attack, and it seems to be going really well for them on their defense too. He's already 33% to another ult here, and just playing really, really well in this Winston.
It's about causing chaos. Hecking Purple is moving pretty slowly, whereas Hefty and Iron Brew are moving extremely fast, and they're jumping in and out quickly. Iron Brew does go down after taking out Dance Hog, and another E for Fire
Another
Chicken.
E! That's
That is
4! Fire Chicken,
for
you are
4.
a monster!
Oh my god, OMG Nerfiota does manage to get a kill, and Guy Fieri going down. So realistically, Hecking Purple probably going to have to get on out of here. They are not going to be able to take this point. And down goes Fire Chicken. And it's just insanity.
The story of the night, no matter who wins, is going to be that Fire Chicken has eaten 4 out of 4 males.
How long can he keep the streak going?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. How long can he keep it going? I really am curious to know. It's the story of the night so far, and I don't foresee that changing anytime.
So you want to know how
I'm taking
much...
over-under bets is what's
You want
happening
to know
here.
how hard Fire Chicken is listening to sound cues? I watched him try to DM El Dorado's res earlier. So every time anything is happening, he's aware of it.
Oh, and speaking of Fire Chicken, there's the bomb. Doesn't get anyone.
But he does get back into his mech for free. He does take some damage to get rid of some of those mines, and he is on point, and there's Popmaster right next to him, and he will go down. Dance Hog does get taken out during that fight. So does Brontosaur, but down goes Viceroy Griff. Hail Solis getting him with the shield bash there. And Guy Fieri just charging on in, trying to keep Iron Brew off of point, as Hecking Purple finally getting some capture progress here, and El Dorado hanging for his life. He goes down, but so does OMG Nerfiota. Iron Brew getting taken down. In comes the Bob.
Oh,
But it
but
gets stopped by
Chicken
Fire Chicken, who
boops him.
bumped into it. It was an incredible play, to be quite honest. It's just
Absolutely, yeah.
very
really,
skillful way to use that mechanic.
Fire Chicken just playing excellently in this Diva. You know, we've been talking a lot about Dance Hog on that McCree, but Fire Chicken is playing out of his mind right now. Tech Monster in the chat saying Fire Chicken better than Meko. You know, honestly, I don't think Meko's ever eaten 4 blizzards in a row. So there's that.
That is a metric on which you can base that requirement.
That
Oh
is
no, Hail
very
Solis
true.
gets
Oh.
annihilated by the minefield in the back line there. And Guy Fieri goes down now as well to Hefty. Ohm Jr. Yoda will take out Hefty. So that's a good stagger, but with Hecking Purple, with Zenphony having the spawn advantage here, Hecking Purple is going to have to reset Spaghetti and get on out.
Hey boys, Pop's got Blizzard ready. Do I hear 5 for 5?
I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, we do have the Blizzard up. You know what?
The question is he gonna ult when Fire Chicken has mech? Because at this point, I don't think you do.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say you wait until Fire Chicken doesn't have mech and you focus down his, break it down. And then you ult after that. You wait because you know that he's got your number.
It'll be
There's a rally coming in.
I'll be curious to see if that ends up working out. The rally comes in. The big shatter from Guy Fieri gets 4. Then down goes Ejinx. Fire Chicken taking him out.
Oh, the Blizzard finally comes out.
He got it.
But it doesn't matter because
Dancehog gets 3
with the Deadeye. So the streak is broken, but Hefty not long for this world as he goes down despite the Angry Monkey. In comes the Minefield from Iron Brew to try and stall. Ohm Jr. goes down. He does get 1. As you said, in comes a high noon from Ejinx. Nobody. As the eat comes in from Fire Chicken. Fire Chicken pops the Diva Bomb, gets rid of Ejinx. Iron Brew taking out Brontosaur as he spins around on point. Guy Fieri finishing off Popmaster here. Hefty is back in the mix here.
They're not getting kills fast enough.
Viceroy Griff goes down, so does Dancehog. Right now it's just Fire Chicken and Guy Fieri on point. Down goes El Dorado as he tried to come in and stall.
Onjin if Yoda has his, there it is, Death Blossom. Doesn't get anyone though, doesn't get any value out of it really.
Well, he does get Hefty eventually, but it's sort of after the ult was done. Oh, and Fire Chicken just barely hanging on here as Baby Diva. So 1 tick for Hecking Purple.
When you're fighting those fights and you trade 1 for 1, the defenders are gonna win every time. It's just spawn 100%. Advantage, man.
Yeah, no, you're so right. I mean, I was thinking that too. Hecking Purple not getting fast enough. They need, when you're on attack, it's so difficult to get that, to win those fights. If you're gonna trade 1 for 1 like that, you have to get 2, 3, 4 kills, be up by that many men before you can do anything. Another rally coming in from Hails of Liz.
Being up, we see a big shatter coming out here.
Big immortality field from El Dorado saves his Reinhardt.
We see that was his Reinhardt. That was Guy Fieri on the Reinhardt there, but he got a shatter off, but he was all by himself, and it was probably more out of desperation than anything else. And he goes down. Viceroy Griff's coalescence here. We see Hefty just getting all kinds of jetpack kills here, and now El Dorado taking out Dancehog. With 40 seconds left, Hecking Purple's got 1 last chance to try and get this all tied up so they can go to extra rounds here. And now
Fire Chicken has a chance to go 4 for 5.
Yes, he does. No, 5 for 6. 5 for 6.
That's fair.
Yep, he has a chance to go 5 for 6.
Right.
Yeah, he's currently 4 for 5. Chance to go 5 for 6 here. Popmaster with that Blizzard. I'd be interested to see if he's able to get some value out of it.
Pop with the Blizzard and Ejinx now with the Pulse Bomb, so Fire Chicken could get the bonus. No, the stick comes through! Dancehog down!
That is just unfortunate because that's a big stagger that they needed to not happen.
Oh,
and here
the mech comes
another
out.
Death Blossom. It takes out Popmaster.
See, Popmaster was smart. He waited for the Blizzard to come. He waited for the mech to come out. Fire Chicken's mech went down, and then he did the Blizzard. And really smart play. And yeah, there looks like Heckin' Purple is not gonna make it. They're gonna tie it up. Zenphony number 5, all tied up. I knew it was very evenly matched. They're incredibly balanced, and I'm really excited for the remaining 2, possibly 3 maps tonight.
All right, and here we go. Guy Fieri with the play of the game. This gigantic... Oh, and it's not the Shatter. I thought it was the Shatter. No, it was his initial charge in before that. Oh, the eat that didn't happen. We saw Fire Chicken even had his... I think probably what he must have done is just he tossed it short of the DM.
I think Fire Chicken was just a little too late on it.
Yeah, whenever I play Mei, I usually try and throw the ult right at my feet if I can, so that I can guarantee, unless I'm next to a diva, it's not gonna get eaten. I usually try and throw it at my feet.
Straight down is the shortest path through the air.
Exactly. Very wise insights here by our outgoing commissioner Shaka Khan.
All right, and now we are tied up at 1 map apiece. The next 3 available maps will be Kings Row, Hollywood, and Eichenwald. I think we all know it's going to be Kings Row.
I have a feeling you're absolutely right. Although, you know, we could see a sneaky Eichenwald coming through here. I do like Eichenwald. It's a fun map.
So do I.
Yeah,
Personally.
it's a really fun map. Although I do know King's Row, a fan favorite, of course. Zarathustra's Row, if you're listening, if you're watching. Sometimes he and I will call it Zarathustra's Row because he is my king. My king. But yes, but for tonight we will have King's Row, Hollywood, and Eichenwald as our choices. Hecking Purple as the team who lost map 2 will get to choose.
And speaking of which, we got to do the old flippity flop there, bud.
Yes, and yes, I do need to flip teams. Thank you very much. Gonna flip these 2, and also we are going to be on King's Row. So yes, Guy Fieri has spoken. We are going to be playing on King's Row, as you and I predicted, Jonah. King's Row will be our map. So
And you know what that means? That means we're going to see that Ejinx Widow, 100%.
Absolutely,
Oh man,
absolutely, no
stuck in
chance
the chat getting mod abused.
All right,
right
so,
now.
so we have a couple
Twitch.
subs coming in here. Symphonia John gonna be coming in. Fire Chicken gonna be swapping out. So interesting choice there. Putting out their Diva player, moving Symphonia John over to that off tank role. So interesting choice there. And on the side of Zenphony number 5, we're gonna have Chris Helms coming in. First time we're seeing him tonight for Viceroy Griff. So Viceroy Griff gonna be coming out and putting Chris Helms on that support role.
And we all know Chris Helms plays Brig, so that's what we're going to be seeing out of him.
Absolutely.
Now he does play some other heroes, but that is definitely his comfort zone when it comes to just heroes overall. That's what he's got the most hours on. It's what he plays. He feels he plays the best. So guarantee we're going to be seeing probably a Baptiste Brig heal lineup out of Zenphony number 5 for this third map here.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris Helms also, as you just mentioned, plays that pretty well. So Bat Brig. And I'd be surprised, honestly, if they stuck with the ball on Iron Brew because of that, because Baptiste Brig is really tough to heal a Wrecking Ball. Both of those are, of course, AoE heals. Baptiste has his projected heal, but it's really difficult to hit a moving ball out of the air. So
Yeah.
I would be surprised if Iron Brew stuck on the ball, but you never know. Maybe they'll stick with that. And of course, as you mentioned, Chris Helms and Eldorado. Bat Brig, not one tricks necessarily, but definitely their main healers there. So I would be very surprised to see anything else.
Indeed. Now Eldorado does also play a decent amount of Moira, so we may end up seeing something like a Moira Brig as well, which is likely.
Yeah, I agree with that. And like as I'm wondering what Symphonia John's gonna play on Hecking Purple, you know, maybe they'll stick him on that Diva. You know, you mentioned in a pregame show, you know, he does play. He's a pretty decent flex player. Like, you know, really plays a little bit of everything. You know, he was playing a lot of on some last on our first map, Li Zhang. He was playing some Ana. Also saw him on some Lucio. But now in that tank role, wondering what he'll play if they'll have him in that Diva. Maybe they'll stick him on the Zarya. Not really sure exactly.
I would think Zarya, because I know for Fire Chicken he does play Zarya, but I think he feels, at least in my experience playing with him, he's more comfortable on some of the other off tanks, particularly Roadhog and Diva. I know he's a lot more time on them, and also I think, you know, Guy Fieri just wants to, you know, as having played on a team with him, he does like to mix things up when he feels like something's not working and just kind of shuffle stuff around just to see what happens. AJ,
Yeah,
you can
absolutely.
speak to that from playing on a
What?
team.
I zoned out.
I was saying it's Guy Fieri. He likes to get a little mix and matchy with the team lineups.
Oh. Yes.
It is a thing he does quite a lot.
Oh, everybody look at stream. Everybody look at stream. Chat, look very closely. Things are about to happen.
Oh,
Wait for it.
looking closely.
I'm not sure. what we're
Hey,
waiting
there
for.
it is.
I got hotkeys set up now, boys.
He was ready. He was ready.
This
My
is the
man.
most important thing that will be streamed all night.
I'm really
and I just
upset
want
though
everyone
that,
to know that.
nobody mentioned the Goose Pooner riot that's now on the scorecard.
Yeah, I have been,
Wait, what?
I have been watching the Goose Spooner riot. So.
Ugh, I'm upset. All right,
Sam
I'm gonna
DeWayne
mod abuse
saying,
all of you
guys.
before I get jumped out of here as commissioner. Just wait.
Shaka Khan, we appreciate your service to us and our league. And yeah, looking forward to a great map 3 on Kings Row. We are all tied up going into map 3. Heckin' Purple won Li Zhang, but Zenphony number 5 came back with a fierce performance on Volskaya to tie it up.
And here
And
we are in
Hefty-
King's Row.
Yep.
And we see the PMAOWL gets baited out early, though. Big slam there. We do see, as we suspected, the Ryan Zarya coming out from Zenphony John and Guy Fieri. And meanwhile, Hefty trying to charge into Hecking Purple's backline, so they're going to just collapse on him. But Popmaster will finish off Hail Solis with the rest of Hecking Purple's backs to him. That was probably not the best choice. And oh, down goes Dance Hog as well, who's on the Reaper this time. We see now they're trying to counter this this dive Zoop House here a little bit. And Guy Fieri just getting some swings in before he backs out. And we see the Anna coming out here from Brontosaur. Once again, Hail Solis sticking to that Brigitte. Really, I think the thing they may have to look at here is, oh no, there comes the PMAOWL again. They don't have those eats now, so they're going to have to play a little bit more carefully with that May. And just not going for the sweet candy of collapsing on that tank that dives into your backline, because Hefty and Iron Brew are just cleaning up right now.
Yeah, wow.
And I think on that first push, they should have just walked in, and they decided to turn back around.
Yeah, Zenphony number 5, you know, we talked before this map that we thought that it would definitely be the Baptiste Moira, but Chris Helm's playing Baptiste Brig. Chris Helm's playing a Moira here. I don't think I've seen him play Moira before, maybe once. So really interesting to see him play something other than Brig here, but you know, it seems to be working for them. Seems to be working for them really well. The Nano comes in onto OMG Nerf Yoda. Guy Fieri gets an early pin and a Popmaster.
And there's a big shatter from Guy Fieri, and that's going to allow OMG Nerf Yoda to take out some Guy Fieri. And Hecking Purple, like I said, just had to press W and just ignore those diving tanks and just get to the point, and they do manage to do that. And here comes Iron Brew trying to keep things stalled here, but he does not last long.
Yeah,
and there you go.
Popmaster, or excuse me, Ejinx had swapped over to that Tracer a little earlier to try and get up there onto point faster, and already 71% result, but decides to swap back over to that McCree. So they're sticking with that main McCree that they've had a lot of success with in the past.
And here we go. We see Hecking Purple getting a very aggressive stance here as they're just swinging around that corner next to the pub here. And we see meanwhile Dance Hog and Hail Solis just kind of pushing the cart along here. We've got OMG Nerf Yoda on the side just waiting to pick some people off, and right now the fight kind of at a bit of a stall. And as I say that, Guy Fieri with another shatter, and he's just going to charge right in, and probably a bit too far. He does take out Iron Brew, but now he is all by himself. As the
Nano cannot save him here, although he is going to get out. The Nanoed Rhine, really, really effective. And, oh, he tries to get out, and he cannot get out. Takes down by Ejinx, but the Moira goes down as well.
Yeah, Dance Hog getting that pick there, and that's a big one. Down goes Hefty.
Yeah, a lot of good picks coming through from Zenphony.
Guy Fieri very nearly snagged Eldorado on the way out, but Ejinx manages to stop it with the flashbang there.
That was pretty big. And here comes a big blizzard from Popmaster. There's no one there to eat it. Down goes Dance Hog. We see Zenphony John is also frozen, and he goes down too. Brontosaur getting taken up by Iron Brew, but it's still not quite enough as the cart did move just a little bit more. We see Guy Fieri swinging on Hefty there, who does pop the Angry Monkey. So here comes the Primal Rage. Iron Brew getting eventually a kill there on Hail Solis, and Chris Helms will finish off Guy Fieri. Ejinx takes down OMG Nerf Yoda, and that will mean a reset for Hecking Purple.
Yeah, really some great plays coming out of Hefty right now. I mean, really everyone on Zenphony number 5 is playing incredibly well. But Hefty, I feel like especially, has been playing just out of his mind on this Winston. Ever since they swapped to Winston on Volskaya, and that has changed some. Playing that Winston ball, they've played incredibly well. Oh, Dance Hog tries to ult, but gets hit by those mines. Does not die.
And there's another big shatter for Guy Fieri. He's going to get
Master jumped it! He jumped the shatter!
I don't understand.
I do not understand how that worked either. But it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. I do think that Zenphony number 5 is not going to be able to hold it here. Brontosaur getting that pick on Eldorado.
They've got the stall. It's possible.
They do have the stall, yeah. Oh, the
And the blizzard comes in big.
The blizzard comes up. Oh, that's huge. That's
blizzard
oh,
in the mines.
oh my goodness.
Ooh,
Oh,
that was a
no
lot of
value in the
damage.
mines though. I mean, if you're gonna force to use his Death Blossom.
And he
I
gets
mean-
2 with it.
You know,
Yeah.
OMG and Rafioda just had a 5K. Don't miss.
Yeah, really, I solid effort there by Zenphony number 5 to try and hold that, but not quite enough. So they're gonna get point B, and Heck and Purple 1 point away from bringing it all the way, and we'll then see what Heck and Purple can do on their attack.
And here we go, OMG and Rafioda controlling that high ground right now. As both Hefty and Iron Brew are individually diving him, but so far they haven't been able to push him off that spot there. It looks like he's going to teleport back to hang out with his team as Iron Brew is in their backline. He was slept briefly there by Brontosaur. And here comes Iron Brew just charging in once again. He does take out Lucio here. And down goes Dance Hog as Iron Brew swings through there as well. So a bit of a reset going on here as Guy Fieri charges in, trying to help his backline out, but he gets taken down by E-Jinx. We do have the Nanoed Reaper in OMG and Rafioda.
Yeah, you know, honestly, I'm surprised that Hacking Purple hasn't swapped over to a Mei. They've got that Reaper McCree right now, but I think they would run the Mei McCree only because they need to be able to shut down these tanks. Iron Brew especially. Oh, as I say that, he goes down to the Ana. But
Followed by a big shatter from Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
Got anyone, but it did, at the very least, cause... oh, Hefty's bubble. That's unfortunate. Here comes the High Noon. Gets nobody.
Tried to get it through the window of Eldorado and was not able to get it through. Didn't really get any value out of that, but that's all right.
He popped it pretty quick, but Guy Fieri managed to bring his shield up exactly at the right time and stop that from being effective, rather than just holding his shield up and waiting. And here comes a big grab from Zenphony John, but Podmaster pulls out the MAOWL to stop anyone from hitting them. And here comes another minefield from Iron Brew as Guy Fieri manages to smack Hefty out of the fight there. And Dancehog going down to Iron Brew here. You see the fight still continuing here on cart as it has moved forward some, but here comes another Death Blossom from OMG and Rafioda. He gets Eldorado, but then gets stunned out of the rest of it. And here comes another Blizzard. It looks like Guy Fieri and company do manage to get just outside of it, but Guy Fieri's still so frozen there from being stuck in it initially. OMG and Rafioda getting 2 big picks there. A High Noon comes out from E-Jinx. It takes out Brontosaur in the backline, but then Dancehog will say, "No, sir, you will not." Meanwhile, Iron Brew swinging around underneath the right side, comes in with another minefield here. See Dancehog with another High Noon takes out Iron Brew, and that's going to give them something of an advantage here. But Podmaster finishing up Dancehog. Chris Helms goes down to Hail Solis. Another Earth Shatter from Guy Fieri, even though he does get frozen. OMG and Rafioda finishing off E-Jinx. Down goes Eldorado to Guy Fieri. We see it's just Podmaster right now on point here. Getting some help now from Iron Brew and Hefty, but Hefty goes down, Podmaster going down. And in overtime here, the cart makes it all the way to the final point.
Yeah, really, you know, the difference maker there for Heck and Purple was they started to play together. That comp depends on, it's a Deathball comp, right? You've got a Reinhardt, a Zarya, a Reaper, you've got Ana on the, or Brontosaur on the Ana, right? It really depends on playing clumped up together. And what the first 2 points, and especially on the top of point C, they really struggled with playing as a unit. They kind of were spread out a lot. Dancehog was caught out a bunch by the tanks, and so once they started clumping up and playing that Deathball style, they started to roll. So really, really good job by Heck and Purple. Good adjustments. Of course, we see the King's Row 629 bus here being focused on by our cams man, Drunk Rat. So
did you say 629?
Yeah, no, I'm seeing a 2 in there right
I think I just see 69.
now.
Oh,
Yeah.
there it is.
Looks
The
like
69
the 2
bus.
is now gone. The 2 is gone. We are on the 69 bus, the train to 69 Town.
That's the Pound Town Express, sir.
Yeah, the Pound
All
Town
aboard.
Express, Pleasure Town, heading down to Pleasure Town. We
Giggity.
are giggity.
Hey, shout out to Gerg7, our incoming commissioner, who wasn't even a sub.
Well, yeah, Shaka Khan, thank you for gifting that tier 1 sub to our commissioner 7. Thank you very much for that, Chekakon. We greatly appreciate that gifted sub.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we are. Ejinx on that Widow, as you mentioned. Ejinx playing that Widowmaker on attack.
And now we see an attack Ryan Winston with Iron Brew on the Reinhardt, which is not something we get to see too often. Hefty sticking with the Winston, as that is tank general, I believe, here. Oh, and some big charges coming out. Guy Fieri and Iron Brew both going down. OMG Nerviota getting shot in the head there by Ejinx. Brontosaur does finish off Chris Helms. And it looks like Hacking Purple might be able to hang on here. It's a 3-on-2, but not for 3-on-3, but not for long. It's now 3-on-2. Oh, sorry. Just keep having this fight kind of slowly.
It's a 1-on-5. It's a 1-on-5. It's a 1-on-6. It's a 0-on-6. They took the point.
Wow.
And there it is.
That was some math that we had going on.
I prefer the 1-on-7s.
Yeah, I much prefer the 1-on-7.
We just get Bobs in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, and there's Dansog staggering Popmaster there as Ejinx just kind of raining all kinds of shots down here. And now we're already into the payload phase, and already a window coming out from El Dorado. Might have popped that a bit early, but nonetheless established their dominance there on the cart as it trundles forward.
It guarantees them some free space at least, you know? They get to come up to the corner.
A big shatter there from Guy Fieri.
Shatter.
And there is the high noon from Dancehog. The coalescence from Brontosaur probably could have saved one of those.
Yeah, it was a bit over excessive on the ults, but
look, this is PMAOWL. You press Q, everybody in the server presses Q. It's how the game works.
Great Pilgrim saying as long as
it's about,
yeah, you gotta send a
I forget
message.
who said it, but it's about putting our dicks on the table, you know?
Great Pilgrim saying here, we can go to Pleasure Town as long as we're not going to.
As long as it's not.
As long as it's not Flavor Town.
And a big shatter block there by Guy Fieri, turning around, doing the 180 on Iron Brew, and Dancehog will
think
up.
I don't think Guy Fieri blocked that. I think Symphonia
like
John
I
did.
was gonna say Symphonia John blocked it with his bubbles and his body. Guy Fieri was nowhere to be found there.
It looked like the shatter happened right where Guy Fieri was standing. I missed it, but.
No, yeah. Regardless, though, Heckin' Purple really doing a good job on this attack. See, Zenphony number 5 now trying to go around on this left side, far left. They're not even gonna bother going through that choke where the point is.
And we see right now Hecking Purple with 4, almost 5 ults here. Dancehog not far off of his Deadeye. Oh no, and he gets hooked early by Iron Brew, who's now on the Roadhog here, and in comes the rally with Chris Helms. In comes the Death Blossom. It's huge with the shatter from Guy Fieri. Him and Symphonia John cleaning up house.
Wow, what a play there.
And that right there is definitely where the Hog Monkey not going to work out so well in the face of a Reaper ulting.
Yeah, absolutely not. It is an interesting choice here. Okay, Iron Bruce moving back over to that ball. And Roadhog was an interesting choice. I don't know if that was quite the thing what they were looking for. But yeah, Wrecking Ball, much better choice here, I think. Gonna switch over to that, and they're gonna get some value out of it. Here's the angry button coming out of Hefty.
And meanwhile, the coalescence coming out of Brontosaur, he is not gonna let him die. That he takes up the process here as well. And Ejinx, the man just Kamehameha 2 people straight to the grave. Chris Helms getting taken out by the skill orb in the meantime there. That has got to feel bad.
Ooh,
and here we go. Time getting about 30 seconds shaved off the clock with that fight there.
Maybe a future play of the game there by Brontosaur.
Wait a minute. More importantly, Gerg7 reporting that they're nerfing Mei?
Yeah, if you didn't see, they are nerfing Mei. It's not significant, but it is a nerf, and we take those.
What kind of a nerf is it? Are they getting rid of multi-free?
Nope.
It's her wall.
Yeah, the cooldown for her wall has been increased from 10 seconds to 13 seconds. Meanwhile, in PMAOWL land, a lot of ults coming through here. Another Death Blossom coming in from OG Field. Doesn't get a lot of value, but El Dorado getting a pick on a Guy Fieri that's crucial, and they are going to start to push that payload.
And here comes Chris Helms with the
fight in here.
Yeah, they're finally able to get out of that choke. Really able to pick that up, but they only got, well, 2 minutes. 2 minutes is a decent amount of time, so they're gonna finally start to push the payload out of that choke.
How in the hell did Dancehog live that long?
I know. I'm surprised as well. Honestly, it'd be very evasive that Dancehog and that McCree.
He really is, and he also did a lot to build his ult charge by just continuously fanning the hammer on Iron Brew, who was just standing right next to him there, trying to run into him. And meanwhile, Hecking Purple trying to set themselves back up. Here comes another high noon from Dancehog. Does not get anyone as Iron Brew dives in and takes him out.
Hefty with another Angry Monkey as well. Ejinx with that high noon. He's going to get one. The mines on top of it. That's a great combo.
It really is, because it takes up the space where somebody would try and dive the McCree. And now they can't do that because the McCree is protected by a field of proximity mines.
Exactly. And it's interesting because, you know, you can't really field a vision of the Deadeyeing McCree, so.
There you go. All right, and here we are. And here we are. It is final point. Ejinx takes out Ohm Jr. Fiota early, so that is going to hurt. We see Dancehog diving in there, trying to get rid of this hamster who's in his way. And here comes another Blizzard. Zenphony John getting caught in that. Hail Solis pops the sound barrier to try and keep his team in the fight, but Ejinx will say, no, sir, you are not going to do anything now.
Another Deadeye Ejinx. What?
And there's three. A huge play. And that's the end of round 2.
Oof.
Ejinx.
Oof.
Oof. That hurts.
Oof.
Oof.
Can I get an oof in the chat? Steck,
Yeah.
give me an oof.
We definitely need oofs in chat.
Imagine being Guy Fieri. Somebody give me another oof. Jonah, not off.
Oof. And someone also mentioning that Ejinx
I added
is currently...
extra Fs because F in chat for half of Hecking Purple, pretty much.
Yeah, someone mentioning that Ejinx is currently playing on hotel Wi-Fi. So the fact that he's able to play it so well on the McCree right now on hotel Wi-Fi is pretty interesting.
I would assume that he has taken. I would just assume that everybody else's internet in the hotel is just broken.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That spam needs to happen. Chat, if I don't see that spam occupying the entire chat, I'm gonna be really upset.
And not only that, but I'll do you one better. Ejinx isn't even playing on hotel Wi-Fi. He's playing on hotspot Wi-Fi.
Oh, better. Wow. All right, looks like it's time to throw our spam in chat. We gotta get Eric shattered. Our commissioners are both our outgoing commissioner and our incoming commissioner both really want it to happen, so we gotta do it.
And here we go. The third round of attacking coming in as Hecking Purple starts off on the defensive here, and Iron Brew causing a lot of chaos right away as he dives in. Out Eldorado's Immortality Field early, and meanwhile, Hail Solis gonna get a lot more value out of her Immortality Field. A big Fire Strike coming out there from Guy Fieri as he swings away.
Hefty already has Primal, by the way.
That is wild.
Hefty!
Yes, he does. Hefty. I told you guys, Hefty is playing a ridiculous monkey right now.
And I actually mixed up who was who because Zenphony John is on right, and Guy Fieri is playing Winston right now. And I didn't realize that until just now.
Yeah, so it is a little interesting there going with this comp. Zenphony number 5 on their attack. They only one win. So it's either going to be a tie here or Zenphony number 5 is going to be 2-1.
Ooh, Chronosaur got frozen out of his coalescence.
Gone.
Oof.
Poor Chris Helms. He was just trying to make his team win.
Oof.
And meanwhile, Hectic Purple managing to hang on here, but Popmaster's in their back line, just freezing everybody. He's in Ice Block now.
They're getting the kills they need to recontest here.
And Popmaster goes down, so now he is going to be staggered. But they do Zenphony does have spawn advantage here as we start off. And right now,
4v4, 5v4, 4v4.
Yep,
Can we do math again?
1v12?
Maybe. Oh no, Zenphony John going down to the mines. That is going to be rough. Here comes the high noon from Dancehog. He drops down, gets nobody, unfortunately, even with the window up there. Here comes the Blizzard on to point. And
Blizzard's going to be enough.
Here comes another coalescence, and that's it. Zenphony number 5 wins map number 3. They are up 2-1 in this series.
Wow. Incredible. Honestly, incredible plays out of Zenphony number 5 to come back from being down on map 1 and to switch over to that Winston ball, which has worked so well for them all night. Just really incredible plays coming out of Zenphony number 5.
Look at Moira stealing that pot G.
Look at Moira stealing that pot G.
That is Grand Theft Pot G, if I ever saw it.
I would have to agree. Grand Theft Pot G on the side of Brontosaur. Great heals, he says.
And meanwhile, OG Nerfyoda with nearly 20,000 damage.
All right, we can send this back to the lobby. Our fourth map. Let's see if Heckin' Purple can tie it up and send us to a map 5. This is going to be our escort map. Our choices, I believe, if I'm correct.
Dorado, Havana, and Route 66.
Route 66. All right, Route 66, more like.
66. Wow.
Yeah, you like that? Dorado.
Oh, yes.
Route 66. I'm gonna write that. Route 66.
If we can only dream, folks. So, and just to remember, we do still have a match tomorrow night, which is going to be. I'm trying to remember who is playing in that match tomorrow night.
That's WM1 and Untitled Goose Team. Or
That
as
it is.
they're
Goose
beginning to
Pooner
be
Riot.
called. You know what? I'm not even going to recognize it. I'm not even going to recognize what they want to be called. How about that?
We are not going to recognize it, but because I am an impartial announcer, it is Goose. That is how they want to be recognized.
I am partial. Let it be clear. I have incredible bias. The entirety of Untitled Goose Team is banned. Make it official.
Oh, and Greg saying, as your new commissioner, I will recognize.
Greg, you may be the new commissioner, but it's still season 9. It's still my house, bitch.
And meanwhile, another little Twitch meme here. Spam this chip to make Ejink slip.
All right, I like that. Very nice. Nice little.
It looks like a
Twitch spin
Dorito.
here. We are going to be on Dorado for our fourth map. And we have a couple
Dorito?
subs coming in. Yep, Dorito. Correct. Yeah, we're going to be on the Dorito map. And yeah, we're going to have a couple subs coming in here. Oh, I also need to switch the sides over because both teams are going to be flipping sides again. So we're
Yep,
gonna have
it looks like we've got,
Zenphony number 5 will be attacking first. Asian Music Man now back. So he will be taking over for Dance Hog, who was subbing in for Asian Music Man tonight. And he can now be swapped out to put Asian Music Man in. And then also Symphonia John and Hails a Liz swapping out as well. Looks like... all right, so we got a lot of swaps coming in for Ag and Purple. So let me just get myself
That's going to be Symphonia John on heels and Fire Chicken on tank.
Yes, very good point there. Yes, correct. Symphonia John on heels. I'm going to have to swap these around. And Fire Chicken on tank. All right, so that looks good on the side of Heckin' Purple. And now, for the side of Zenphony number 5, looks like we're going to have Grey Pilgrim come back in for Chris Helms. So Chris Helms going to be coming out, putting the Captain Grey Pilgrim back in. And then, other than that, I think that we are good. Just making, we set our map to Dorado, because that's what we're going to be playing for this map 4. And, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this, to this map 4. I'm hoping Heckin' Purple can pull it out, because I love a good map 5. It's also getting late, though, so you never know. Maybe you in the chat feel like just having this 4 maps, so rooting for Zenphony. But regardless, we're seeing some great Overwatch tonight.
Map 5 for
Well,
fun.
Steck even saying map 5 for fun because he's a sadist and likes to watch other people suffer.
I'm with you, Steck.
How about we go to map 6 for fun?
I mean, we can't
And
map,
meanwhile, we
so maybe
see,
this is map 6.
Juice, a.k.a. Shadow, a.k.a. Dancehog, a.k.a. Xnats, now in chat. Since he is no longer playing, he is just spectating.
Why
So
you got
hello.
so many names, Juice?
Yeah,
He's
come on.
just-
Juice,
If
what
that
is it?
even is your real name.
I doubt it is.
It's not, it's Curtis.
Curtis. Okay.
I actually did not know
Figured
that,
it
so fun fact, I have learned something today.
I learned something today as well. I didn't know your name was Curtis, Xnats/Juice/Dance.
I learned that Juice has an alt named Dance Hog today.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, I think he just created it the other day. I mean, I remember him
It
saying
has 3 stars, Jonah.
maybe he
Well,
didn't.
He just
I don't
bought
know.
it the other day.
Oh. Was it
All I
3
know
stars?
is that-
Am I tripping?
He was
Yeah, it
saying
has 3 stars.
he's been playing on that account instead of Juice because it was some sort of weird glitchy thing with his crosshairs made the game drop frames or something. It was wild. He explains
Hey,
it better
David.
than I can.
David, why don't you use your Twitch Prime to sub here?
Yeah, seriously, David, what the hell?
How do I open this pinata?
I don't know.
Tell one of the blue team members to hit it.
Somebody hit the
Well,
pinata.
hey, if any of you are
tell him in
stream
chat, tell
sniping-
OMG Nerf Yoda to hit the pinata. He's right here. We know. Brontosaur. Brontosaur's got it.
Oh.
No, the rock pinata.
Well, there's so many pinatas. How do you know which one to hit?
All of them.
Oh, is he gonna do it, Brontosaur? Oh, he's not gonna do it.
Yeah,
Oh,
he did it.
Hey, he did it!
It was still the wrong pinata.
That was wrong,
Hey.
but that's okay. You know
David,
what?
thanks for the Twitch Prime.
Oh, we got
the
owl
birthday
strats
guy.
going. We got
Yeah.
owl strats coming out here, holding at the door.
We definitely
right.
do. See, we got the Rhine
Is
Diva
this the
against
London
Guy Fieri, Fire
Spitfire?
Chicken.
Yeah, seriously. I don't know what kind of team this is, but it's not working. The attack, the defense on the side of Heckin' Purple not working at all.
The May Reaper, which it was kind of the meta last season. And now, in the meantime, though, on the attack, it's Symmetra May, and the Cancer consumes all, apparently, as
Wow.
as a Zenphony number 5 taking a very aggressive stance.
I'm gonna start
Push
calling
for-
this the coronavirus strat because it's just a virus that's gonna keep spreading and keep spreading. And they're Hefty. Look at Hefty on that high ground. Hefty on that high ground right now draws behind with a big shatter.
Guy
Big
Fieri.
slam out of Hefty.
Guy Fieri not getting caught in it, but he getting caught with his team behind him, shattered. Asian Music Man coming in there, taking out Hefty, though, eventually on the Farah. Down goes Guy Fieri, who down and did not succeed as Great Pilgrim finished him off just before he could finish hitting Q. And here comes a grab that does hold a bunch of members of Hecking Purple away from the cart, and the Wallace are coming out here from Ejinx, I forget what the name of that barrier is called, the symmetrical
Proton barrier.
proton barrier. That's what it is.
Big shield with lots of health. Wow.
There you
We're
go.
switching
There's no words.
back over to that wrecking ball as he
Eldorado
Fieri
took
is
down
not
Asian
so
Music
good.
Man.
The
Eldorado!
battle mercy is real from Jaden.
takes
don't
out
know-
Asian Music Man on that Farah.
Eldorado, the single most terrifying mercy player in the PMAOWL. I'm just gonna
have
go
to
ahead
agree
and say
with
it.
there.
And meanwhile,
I
Popmaster
certainly
and
do not
Hefty
like
just
playing
popping
it.
off here. We see another Blizzard coming out here from Popmaster. Fire Chicken not
Chicken
even really getting
not
his
able to eat
chance
it.
to grab it.
He
And-
almost ate it. I'll give him credit.
Yeah, he was close, but
That's
I-
4 for 6.
4 for 6. We still haven't been able to beat the first four yet.
Yeah, we're still over 50%. We take those.
That's true. We still are over 50%
Absolutely.
on the match.
And also to admit, Hecking Purple has been very, very much staggered that entire fight there. They were not grouped up. They kept just trickling in piecemeal.
But look,
And-
look at those ultimates.
They do have quite a lot. They've got now
They
5, I
have
should say.
5.
And here comes
Oh,
Asian Music Man. He
Asian
gets
Music
2. But he gets taken down by the skill orb of Great Pilgrim. OMG Nerf Yoda will finish him off, but in comes the minefield, which will allow El Dorado to res Hefty. And Iron Brew finish off Zenphony and John. Brontosaur taking out El Dorado there. And Guy Fieri comes in with his shield to get rid of some of those mines. But then Hefty going down to Brontosaur here. And here comes a Diva Bomb. I'm assuming that was just to get his mech back.
I absolutely believe it was. But the Coalescence, that was the one I'm questioning.
Yeah, a little questionable coalescence by Brontosaur. Not really sure
He wanted to
gain.
give them an even ult economy, you know?
That's definitely, yeah.
He's
He was
just
like,
a really
this
nice
is
guy.
unfair.
Oh,
Oh,
the
the
solo
solo
shatter on
shatter!
Iron. Oh, it hurts, and then he goes down to Fire Chicken.
Oh, it hurts a lot. Hefty. Guy Fieri
Another
with solo
proton
shatter.
barrier there coming out as El Dorado will the res off, and then down he goes to the Deadeye of OMG Chicken, taking Iron Brew out once again, saying, "You don't get to live any longer, sir." Oh no, but Ejinx finishing off OMG Nerf Yoda. Great Pilgrim will get flattened by Guy Fieri there, just swinging that hammer. And then Ejinx getting run over as well with a charge from Guy Fieri. And now things are finally stabilizing here a bit for Hecking Purple on this little corner here of Point B.
You know, maybe Dan just coalescence just to prove that he could have another one by the next fight because he's got
He
it.
does.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
a very
Just
good
more
point.
things.
Hefty, what?
And Hefty with a big
Hefty
shatter
should
there.
not have been allowed to do that.
And he gets stunned, and he stops his shenanigans very quickly. There goes with Guy Fieri swinging that hammer. OMG Nerf Yoda also getting a big headshot there in Popmaster. And meanwhile, the cart is getting snuck by piece, but Fire Chicken is there to harass Iron Brew and another big shatter taking out Iron Brew, courtesy of Guy Fieri, who then charges in to finish it off. And once again, the cart being stalled around this little corner here as the mines will dissipate. And we reset with just under 2 minutes to go on this first phase. Hiking Purple having a very solid defense here now in this little choke area that they have.
Absolutely. Iron Brew switching over to the Zarya right now. So, Ejing's getting an early pick on AC's man. Probably going to get rezzed up. Oh, no, that's wrong team. They don't have the Mercy.
They do not. And
so, yeah,
neither team has a Mercy. Smile?
Correct. Eldorado was on that Mercy before. Not anymore.
And meanwhile, Guy Fieri getting frozen. The beat comes out to keep the team injured.
Oh,
but in comes the shatter followed by the Blizzard. The Diva Bomb big, but not big enough. Ejinx taking out Zenphony and John. Popmaster getting the crit kill there on Brontosaur. And now it's just Fire Chicken and Asian Music Man floating around. Asian Music Man does get some revenge there on Ejinx, though. But now El Dorado is all up in Asian Music Man's face, and he does not have a Pocket Mercy, so he's going to have to back off.
Hefty proving right now he is more than just a one-trick, playing an incredible Reinhardt right.
Absolutely. And we see, Asian Music Man getting finished up by Popmaster. That's bud.
The Icicle comes out of nowhere.
Oh, Guy Fieri takes him off the map!
Oh, Guy Fieri off the map, but OG gets 2.
And there it is, Guy Fieri.
Thanks for the Twitch Prime.
Yeah, thank you, Danko Malfoy, for the Twitch Prime sub. We
that's
appreciate
like
your
what?
Support.
Is that 3 Twitch Prime subs we got tonight? It's at least 2.
It's 2 and a tier 1 sub. We got 2 Twitch Prime subs and 1 tier 1 sub.
We had 2
and we also had a
resubs,
gifted
you know.
sub. Yeah, we had 2 resubs, and we also had a gifted sub from Shaka Khan to Girk7. So yeah, 4 total subs tonight.
Hey, you know what? It's gonna fund all of our cocaine-fueled stripper parties.
That's right, exactly. Yeah, all of these
Oh no, Guy Fieri
69 Express.
Haha.
The Kings Row 69 Express will be funded by your Twitch Prime subs. Asian Music Man with a big barrage gets a few.
Gets one there on Ejinx, and then Fire Chicken helping clean up here with Symphonia John. Symphonia John now on the Ana here.
Symphonia John killed it that last fight on the Ana.
Yeah, fat anti there on that last fight. Really great play with Symphonia John.
It was big because Guy Fieri actually got frozen out of his shatter, but the anti-nade came in and basically kept him alive.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Really, really great plays by Symphonia John, and great plays by Heckin' Purple in general. Heckin' Purple holding that, and now all they have to do to tie this map up is hold them to a little more than halfway through point B, which is certainly doable, especially on a map like Dorado. It's very easy once you get past point A to snowball it, and it becomes very difficult for defenders to hold.
Side note, who is Danko Malfoy?
I think Danko Malfoy
Do we know
is
that?
Danko Malfoy.
Danko Malfoy is Danko Malfoy. It doesn't matter if they're in our league or not in our league.
I'm just curious.
Malfoy is MVP right now.
Yeah, right.
He
The
absolutely
MVP
is.
gave us a sub. Yeah.
Definitely appreciate it.
He
I'm always
wants
just
some
curious
money to
when,
go to our sub
because some
sandwiches.
people have like different streamer names that aren't their normal gamer tags, and I'm always like, wait, who's that? Like Juice, for example, with his like 5 alter egos.
Very good point. Yeah, no, Danko Malfoy is just Danko Malfoy. Good friend, Twitch Prime sub.
Billy the Game Goat with a gifted sub to Nate Dogg.
Oh, thank you for the gifted sub to Nate Dogg.
We had to regulate. I have to make that joke every time I see Nate Dogg anywhere. It's pretty much a compulsion at this point
I like
to
that.
make that reference.
I'm upset
And
my
that
pinata
Nate
survived
Dogg-
yet again.
Nate Dogg directly saying to Billy the Game Goat, thank you for the gifted sub. Yeah, thank you, Billy the Game Goat, for your gifted sub. We appreciate the support. As you
And
mentioned,
here we
it will
go.
pay for the Kings Row 69 Express.
Here comes, you see Iron Brew back on his trusty hamster. Got the Diva Ryan still taking out, and Brontosaur taking out Hefty there.
Eldorado trying to get that res off.
And Asian Music Man just says, no sir, you do get to. You cannot have it, Sam I Am, even though his name's not Sam.
That's correct, yeah. So Heckin' Purple already out to a great start.
We see Grey Pilgrim also getting taken out early there. Popmaster now coming down to John. Guy Fieri is just charged.
He is
As he
indeed.
possibly
Guy Fieri.
can. The man is on a tear, taking out Ejinx with the hammer. Hefty now back in play here. Guy Fieri probably a bit too far out, but he now bounces back, and big nade coming out there from from Brontosaur to keep his team in the running here. OMG Nerf managing to take out Hefty. In comes Iron Brew. And there's a big sleep followed by the anti-nade, and Iron down. and the cart has already reached its first checkpoint here at point A. 5 minutes and 20 seconds. That is a lot of time.
5 gifted subs from David.
Hype Bus 69.
What?
Hype Bus! So reckless. Thank you very much for your 5
We got a
gifted
level 3
subs.
hype train, boys.
Yo,
Hype
we got
Bus
a level
69.
3 hype train.
Yo, that is probably the biggest hype train I think this stream has ever seen.
Yeah,
If I'm
gonna
not
have to go with
mistaken.
it is lit.
And
Give
there's
it
a big shatter, speaking of lit, from Guy Fieri. Ohm picking a bunch of that up. He does go down eventually to E-Jinx, but right now, Zenphony number 5 very much down numbers here as the cart is continuing to make its progress forward. They've got 3 people on. Asian Music Man and Fire Chicken just pairing up to harass Iron Brew and stop him from getting onto the high ground here.
Heckin' Purple dominating this attack right now. I mean, I don't think they've lost the fight yet. Zenphony number 5 really struggling. Oh, Asian Music Man tries with the Death Blossom.
He tried
not
with the
gonna get
Death
much.
Blossom. It may
Yeah,
not have been
Mines
enough
come
here,
in.
though.
Mines come in. That could zone out the team. Hefty gets a pick on Zenphony John there. Whoa!
Convenient Death Blossoms,
The
Eldorado
double.
going down, but so did OMG Nerf Yoda. Death Blossom, Brontosaur finishing off Popmaster, and down goes E-Jinx to Guy Fieri's Fire Strike. It's just Iron Brew left on the point. Guy Fieri tried to charge, I
He
think,
can
but he
stall
sort of
us
missed
for a
it.
little while at least. Yeah, no sleep from Brontosaur. He's got a good bit of stall.
Oh
And the
my
cart's
goodness!
so
it's
close to making
here.
its objective
Hefty gets
here.
that pick.
And right now, just swinging away, Eric is, Guy Fieri is there on Great Pilgrim. And Brontosaur going down, that's going to be somewhat detrimental. Now they have no healers on cart here. We see the Doomfist coming out from Asian Music Man, and there's a huge play there with that Blizzard from Popmaster, and that's going to be a team wipe.
I would say that is a huge play for Hecking Purple. They
Yeah, I was
did
gonna
not
say.
need that Blizzard.
I was just about to say the same thing, Shaka Khan. That blue unnecessary, and Hecking Purple is happy to have gotten that Blizzard out because Podmaster, Hecking Purple has a huge ultimate advantage right now. Huge
That they
ultimate
do.
advantage.
They've
There's
got,
no
they've
reason
got
for
4
this.
ults to the 0 on the side of Zenphony number
Oh,
5.
the
And
Shatter
no,
doesn't
the
get much
Shatter!
though.
Blocked by
by the
Hefty.
bubble.
Very nice.
Oh
The
no!
bomb also
Fire
gets
Chicken
no one.
doesn't boost the bomb. It's sat on top.
Oh my god, 2 wasted ults by Heckin' Purple.
Although we see, it looks like Hecking Purple is going to reset here as they're down several. They've got 3 ults coming online here, though. They have both support ults to work with here, and they have OMG Nerf Yoda already has another Deadeye, but on the side of Zenphony number 5, they've got 5 ults.
Yeah, no, Zenphony number 5 now at the advantage. It's funny, we were talking just a second ago about how Heckin' Purple had such an advantage, they shouldn't have lost that fight, but then both tanks blew their ults. Fire Chicken forgot to press shift, forgot to boost his bomb, and it sat up on the bridge. Oh, it feels real bad, man. Feels
And
real
meanwhile,
bad,
we
man.
see Guy Fieri and team.
Oh,
wow.
Fire Chicken,
E-Jinx
a
is
big-
all getting eaten by Fire Chicken.
That's
Brontosaur
5
taking out
eats.
Hefty.
That's
that is a
5th
huge
ultimate
eat,
eat.
taking out
That's
that pulse bomb.
There's a 5th alternate eat by Fire Chicken tonight.
And Asian Music Man getting 2 picks there. That's going to help them advantage here. He down now. Not again. E-Jinx does take out Brontosaur, but right now, Hecking Purple still with the numbers advantage here. E-Jinx goes down. He is no longer able to stall that cart. Hefty jumping in now
This
here
is-
with Iron Brew.
This is really good for Zenphony, actually. They don't have a main healer on the side of Hecking Purple, so they can theoretically stall this out here.
Oh, Great
And they
Pilgrim shattered out of
Great
Coalescence.
Pilgrim's Coalescence.
Shattered and
And
pinned.
down goes Hefty. So that is going to be very big. Down goes E-Jinx. Down goes Popmaster.
Oh,
Eldorado.
Eldorado.
Canceled.
Oh, man. He jumped in with it. That is a mistake I personally have made so many times.
Oh,
And
We're
it
going
is
map
going to
5,
cost this
boys.
team. We're going to map 5.
we're going
It
to
is
map
tied up.
5. Wow,
What a photo
what,
finish.
What a
for Hecking
game.
Purple.
Absolutely. What a game of Overwatch that was.
What is with these Moira Pachis? I'm actually mad right now.
Just more of the things.
Yeah,
Moira
Great
is
Pilgrim
the
with this one.
Pachi thief.
Look at the skill. The skill.
What?
Triple kill.
What triple kill? Great Pilgrim, you did not deserve that. Hate to break it to you, my friend. Shaka Khan gifting a couple more tier 1 subs. Thank
Yo,
you
we got a
very much.
level 4 hype train going.
We got a level
Holy
4. You hear that all, everyone? Level 4 hype train. We
If
got to
you
bring it
got
up to
any
level
little
5.
bitty bits, get those bitty bits going. You
We
know
got
what
to bring it up to level 5 for map 5. We got to bring this hype train up to level 5.
That's true. That's true. I carried you to level 4 here. David carried us to level 3 from 1. Somebody else has got to pick it up.
Oh, look at those bits
And
coming
banging
out
my
of
drums,
Banging My
getting
Drums.
us up to 50% here.
A couple
I was
cheers.
gonna make it
couple
rain a
cheers.
little bit, you know, no big deal.
Yeah, there we go. All right, let's see what we can do here.
And it's map 5, folks.
Yeah, map 5. Let's see.
So
what
now
we're
back to control points, and the options are going to be Oasis or Nepal since Lijiang was already played.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Let's see what map we're gonna play here. As you mentioned, it's gonna be either Nepal or Oasis. Looks like Zenphony is gonna get to choose. Zenphony chooses.
We're at 69%.
69%.
90%.
Billy
Oh,
gifting more subs here.
90%.
Shaka Khan gifting. We are so close to a level 5 hype train right now.
I want to.
I've done all I can for you boys. We
Hype
gotta
bus
get the
69.
5. I can't do it anymore.
Hype bus 69. Dun.
Someone's gonna do it.
Did I do
there's Mr. Trifecta.
There it
Did I
is.
do it? I did it!
You
I
did
brought us to 100%! I gave you the 500 bits. There it is.
My
Hype
man,
Train
my
level
man.
5. You're welcome, PMAOWL. Hype Train level 5.
Bless up.
Bless up to all of you. All right, Oasis is going to be our map for Hype Train level 5. I'm ready. Are you ready, Banging My Drums?
I was born ready, sir.
Shaka Khan, are you ready?
Well, there's maybe. We'll see.
All right, we'll see. Let's see if we want any subs in here for our final map of the day.
We've got 4 minutes. Let's see if we can get this hype train all the way up.
That's true. Yeah, we still got 4 minutes at level 6. Level 6. I'm psyched for level 6 hype train. I'm totally
Level
down.
6?
Oh, Billy the Game Goat giving me a gifted sub. Thank you. Thank you very much, Billy the Game Goat. I will accept. Thank you for the gifted sub. Hype Bus 69 level 5 Pog U.
All right, that's
Shaka-
all I can do.
Wow, Shaka
Holy
Khan
crap.
gifting 10 tier 1 subs. Hype Train level 6.
I still haven't got the sub, I'm sad.
Yeah.
And you haven't gotten a sub, bud?
Well,
There's
thanks,
only
Gray
20,
Bitter.
there's 20 people here, and I'm pretty sure we've gifted 20 subs.
Drunk Rat, that was my first one ever. That makes me feel any better. We are at Hype Train. What Hype Train level are we at? I can't even see with the 10 gifted subs. It's just so much. There's so much. Keep going until the clock runs out. Oh, I think level 5 is the max.
Level
We just-
5
It most
is
certainly
max.
is.
It
We've
just keeps
proved
going.
yet again, folks, that here at the PMAOWL, it doesn't matter how much you gift, how much you sub. Like Shaka Khan gifting me yet another sub. We can't
There
math.
it is.
We still can't math, boys.
Still can't math. Thank you, Shaka Khan, for all of your support.
Shaka, can I
Throughout
get
the
15 more
years-
gifted subs for the sadness that we can't math?
Thank you for thank you for your
Yikes.
support, Shaka Khan, both in terms of gifted subs as well as our outgoing commissioner. We appreciate your service to our league. And yeah, our final map will be Oasis, and we are getting started. No subs on either team. I hope you guys were as hyped as I am. You better be. We're at high level 5.
We are at hype level 5 point almost.
We're almost at hype
like
level
9
7. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we're
almost
almost at hype level 7. It's 190%. We are so hype. We are extra hype beyond what is actually theoretically possible.
Yeah, it's true. We have achieved maximum hypeage.
We're 193% hype.
That's true.
We are as hype as basically almost 2 times as many of us.
That's true. Yeah,
Quantum hype.
Quantum hype. I like that from Tanko Malfoy. Thank you. And you contributed to our hype train, Tanko Malfoy, with your
Seriously appreciate
Twitch
it.
Prime sub. So thank you. Thank you much to everyone who contributed to our level 5 hype, and just to everyone who's watching. Thank you very much. We appreciate your continued support.
We appreciate the hell out of all your faces.
Yes,
A
we
community
do.
league, a community support, a community effort. Thank you all so very much for being here this evening.
Absolutely.
And now
All
getting
right,
back
we're
to
on
the
our
action at
attack.
hand, we've got ourselves a Rhine Zarya out of our. back to basics here. We got Popmaster and Ejinx on DPS. Popmaster playing McCree, which we haven't seen from him tonight. Should be curious to see how that all plays out. You see Hefty and Guy Fieri, they're both losing their shields early. Asian Music Man getting hacked, and that battle is just going on inside that small side room. Zenphony John getting taken down early by the fire strike from Hefty. Iron Brew will finish off Guy Fieri. Asian Music Man does manage to shoot down Ejinx, but they and Hecking Purple are down numbers, and so they will not be long for this world, as the first capture of the point is going to go to Zenphony number 5 here.
A really good sleep from Brontosaur. I don't want to glance over on Ejinx, which allowed him to get dead. So props to Brontosaur there.
Yeah, great sleep. And Ejinx, on that Sombra, we haven't seen a lot of Sombra, and I don't really know where she fits in this meta. I'm interested to see exactly what they try and do with this Sombra. She's been struggling in this meta. It's hard to get a lot of value out of her.
Fire Chicken can't eat ults if he can't DM.
That's a very good point. Yeah, Fire Chicken, no ults.
And already a high noon coming out here from Popmaster. Takes out Zenphony and John. Fire Chicken tried to block it, but wasn't able to. Meanwhile, Great Pilgrim and Popmaster getting some big picks here. Fire Chicken is demeched. Age Music Man, OG Nerfiota going down. Great Pilgrim taking a Brontosaur there, so that push is going to be stopped dead in its tracks as the capture progress ticks up above 40%. Hecking Purple having to reset here, get themselves maybe slightly adjusted to what they're going to have to approach here. OG Nerfiota does have his Deadeye. We've got a Shatter from Guy Fieri. We've got a Nano from Brontosaur. So they've got 3 ults, but so does Zenphony number 5. So it'll be a matter of who uses their ults better. And a big Shatter coming out here from Hef, getting several picks off of that. And Fire Chicken getting the Nano. Asian Music Man gets 3. And then Fire Chicken getting Hefty as well. The tables have officially turned thanks to Asian Music Man and a big Nano there from Brontosaur going on to Fire Chicken.
Yeah, it looks lost. It looked like that was gonna be another lost fight for Heckin' Purple, but that Death Blossom from Asian Music Man just turned it around real quick. So good props to him.
And you can see Fire Chicken right now scouting out for this Sombra, spamming down the choke points.
And there's a Shadow that did not get anything as Hefty that. Guy Fieri definitely wishing he could get that one back.
Yeah, not a great Shatter by Guy Fieri, but he did.
He builds it fairly fast, so that definitely does have to his advantage here right now. Just fighting against those stairs, and there comes a big grab. Zenphony John pops the sound barrier, and Fire Chicken will finish off Hefty. Here comes a competing high noon. Guy Fieri does get taken out by Popmaster there.
They have the numbers. Zenphony number 5 with the numbers. And there's the kills they need.
There's the window. Iron Brew getting 2.
I don't know if they needed it, but I mean.
Yeah, the window definitely an unnecessary commitment, I think.
Yeah, but I mean you've got EMP Shatter, you've got Coalescence. I mean, it
and also that window charges so fast, especially when you play like Eldorado does. When you play the way he plays Baptiste, he'll have it back in no time.
And in the meantime here, Hecking Purple at a serious disadvantage with now as Zenphony number 5 has 3 ults, including the EMP. And there it is. It's big, followed by the Shatter. So there's 2 out of those 3 ults right there. Guy Fieri getting taken down. Brontosaur does manage to get rid of Ejinx, but it's not going to matter because they're into overtime now here as Zenphony number 5 is at 99% capture progress. Asian Music Man, sorry, not Music Man, you see, he gets on the point, tries to get a couple kills. Popmaster gets that Deadeye and gets rid of both DPS for Hecking Purple. It's just Fire Chicken right now, dancing around, trying to stay on point here.
Oh, Hefty misses!
And he jumps off of point, but down goes Zenphony John. It's just Guy Fieri by himself. All, but it's not going to be enough, and that's the end of round 1.
All right, Zenphony number 5, 1 map away from heading to our finals. I gotta say, regardless of what happens in this next map, I am very proud of Heckin' Purple. To come back as a 7 seed and to take our number 1 undefeated Zenphony number 5 to a map 5 is really a feat in itself. So I'm very impressed with them, regardless of whether or not they can make this comeback. Very great season by Heckin' Purple. They should be very proud of what they put together.
I've got a controversial, never been heard before opinion. Dev team MVP. Bringing the diva back into the mix in this meta. Fire Chicken been popping off. It's made all the difference for Heckin' Purple.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd have to agree to that.
That is a lukewarm take, and I'm here for it.
You're trying to tell me you support the dev team? Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Somebody ban this
No,
man.
I'm saying I'm not surprised by that assertion at all, because having I remember talking to Fire Chicken about it, and him saying the fact that he could get back onto playing D.Va, which is the hero that he started playing this game on, and like, I mean, at the end of the day, the way you're the most successful in the PMAOWL is a fix, and we can see that here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And Zenphony number 5, and they capped that point so fast that we
Didn't even have the chance to really call that.
So
But there it is.
Zenphony number 5 putting on a clinic right now. And Heckin' Purple is going to have to really turn things around if they're going to have any chance of winning the next 2 maps, which is what they need to do in order to secure this win.
They do, and we see right now, we saw Guy Fieri and co trying the dive. It wasn't really working out for them. We see OMG Nerfudo now switching to the Mei. I think that's going to be a big help for them, especially just to slow down Hefty and not let him get as much value out of that Reinhardt. Oh no, Brontosaur going down early to the Fire Strike. That is going to be a very tough loss to have early in that fight here. You see Guy Fieri kind of hiding off to the side, and comes the PMAOWL trying to separate the Reinhardt, but he does manage to get away just in the nick of time here. And here comes a big grab from Iron Brew that Fire Chicken was not able to eat. See Grey Pilgrim popping the Coalescence, getting rid of Zenphony and John. Popmaster now on the Reaper here, shooting down OMG Nerfudo. And right now, Heckin' Purple getting pushed back very aggressively here by Zenphony number 5.
Yeah, honestly, Zenphony number 5 putting on a total clinic right now. They are clicking on all cylinders. Nothing is going wrong for them right now, and everything going on for Heckin' Purple. And that shatter! Guy Fieri tried to block it, but
it just did not work.
Yeah,
Down goes
Really
Hefty.
good PMAOWL. This could be turnable. They have to go fast though.
yeah,
It
it
was
could
the
be
high
Purple. They're
noon
trying
coming
to
out
push in.
from Asian Music Man. He wasn't able to get any value out.
Oh, Asian Music Man stuns the EMP.
Out of the EMP! Wow, what a play by Asian Music Man. That EMP could have been huge from E-Jinx. But Asian Music Man stuns him out now. Are they going to be able to get out of it? Fire Chicken takes out
Popmaster does go down there. We see the Blizzard coming out here from OMG Nerfudo, but then the competing Graviton coming out as well. Iron Brew is separated, and they do manage to cap the point.
All right, so they get the flip.
They do. It's a dirty team fight, and it's not pretty at all, but they do make it happen. Brontosaur now helping pick off E-Jinx. Down goes El Dorado to OMG Nerfudo with Icicle to the face.
Yeah, here's the cleanup. Oh, Hefty getting zoned out there. Good stagger by Heckin' Purple onto Hefty.
And now the tables have turned. It's 94% capture progress for Zenphony number 5. If they want, all they really have to do is win one fight, and by the same token, Heckin' Purple has got to play on their toes at all times, because they are just one mistake away from losing this map.
Yeah,
And we're
absolutely.
going to see them play very conservatively here, sticking close to the point. The Fire Strike is out from Hefty. He's going to jump in first. The PMAOWL comes up. It does not get anyone. And now Hefty walks around it by himself. Zenphony and John going down there in the Lucio. And there's a shatter block.
Oh,
and
the
Guy Fieri
counter
responds in
shatter!
time. Here comes the D.Va Bomb. It takes out Iron Brew and the Immortality Field of El Dorado. Brontosaur does go down to E-Jinx there, who's now on the Widow on the Pharah. I don't know why I said Widow. Down Fire Chicken getting demech'd here. Down goes Guy Fieri to E-Jinx. Popmaster shoots down OMG Nerfudo. And Zenphony number 5 is coming back with a vengeance here as Symphonia John circles the point, trying to stall for as long as he can. It's up to 72%, 73 now, as Asian Music Man here with the Doom Fist. And they're just doing their best to stall here, and now they are going to have to give it up. Only a few seconds separate them.
Oh, are they going to get there? Guy
This
Fieri on that wrecking
opportunity.
ball.
They've got the wrecking ball.
No!
It is not enough.
Did not get the
so
touch.
close.
Oh,
It was
he
a
was
really good job
so
from
close. It
Iron
was a
Brew to
great
prevent
try.
that touch there.
Oh, great
And there you have it,
try.
folks. Zenphony number 5 is going on to the finals with El Dorado getting tonight's final play of the game on Baptiste.
Ooh, gotta love that healing through the window there. Everyone always recognizes that, oh yeah, the window amplifies your... But people also forget that it amplifies your heals too. And so, like, he's just pumping out a ridiculous amount of healing through that window.
39% of his team damage taken. El Dorado is able to heal it. So also showing that Hecking Purple was taking more damage than Zenphony over the course of that entire match. And just want to say, as it's showing in chat here, good games, everybody all around. Hit them with the GGs. It was a hell of a match to watch, a hell of a match to spectate. And we will be back tomorrow night when Untitled Goose Team faces down WM1. So tune in 10 p.m. Eastern Time, same bat channel. This is Bang on My Drums with that Dan guy, Shaka Khan, and Mr. Trifecta saying, we'll see you tomorrow.
We're still here. We're still here. We got you. We come through for interviews, boys.
All right, we are back. We decided we're actually gonna do a couple of interviews here. You know, why not? Give people what they're looking for.
The old school interviews, which
yeah,
I am
so
totally
let's-
unprepared.
Absolutely, yeah. So let's see who we can get for interviews here. I'd like to get Gray Pilgrim in here, and Iron Brew as well. You can join in. And Fire Chicken looks like the heck and get Fire Chicken in here as well. Oh, look, he's already here.
There he is.
Fire
Charles,
Chicken,
my boy.
Yeah, and then let's get we're gonna get Iron Brew and Gray Pilgrim in here as well for some interviews. Steckmon's posing a question to AJ. Why are birds?
Why our bird?
Why are bird?
Steck Monster, would you like me to mod abuse you again?
Can someone mute Dylan?
Is that copyrighted music, Dylan?
Yeah, I'm a little worried that that's
It was less than 5 seconds. You just shut up.
This channel's bumping, y'all.
Yeah, this is a bumping caster chat right now. Of course, to remind everyone, we have myself, Mr. Trifecta, Banging My Drums,
Hey.
Drunk Rat, and Shaka Khan in the
It's
casters
a
booth.
quadcast.
The quadcast, and then on top of that, we have lots of people in here for interviews. We have Asian Music Man, we have Dylan, aka Iron Brew, we have Guy Fieri, we have Gray Pilgrim, and of course, we have the Blizzard Eater himself, Fire Chicken.
Hey, that's me.
Yes, that
It
is
you, my dude. So first of all, those blizzards. It was beautiful. I just
What do
wanted to
those
say-
taste like, by the way? We were speculating that they taste like happiness.
Gosh.
Happiness and with a side of lemon.
Oh, all right.
It's like a mix of a snow cone and cotton candy.
Okay. All right.
I can see
all right.
that.
So is it like lemon cotton candy?
Yeah.
All right. So it's like kind of soft and like nice
And
I like
refreshing.
Oh my
I dig
god.
it.
that sounds delicious.
I'm here for it.
Very nice, very nice. Seriously though, Fire Chicken, like, what is your cue for, you know, Banging My Drums mentioned that he noticed that you were listening for vocal cues so badly that you tried to.
That was actually Shaka that said that.
Oh, it was a Shaka Khan that said that. You were trying to eat the Mercy Res at one point because you were so intently focusing on listening for the. So what types of things do you do to focus to try and eat those alts?
The biggest thing that I just try to focus on, I focus on like voice cues and I focus on animations. I know how long I have, basically, except with Graph. Graph is a whole different ballgame. Graph's you got to be able to read the future for Graph.
Yeah, as a Diva main, I do find it much. Graviton's a Diva.
Well, let me just tell you though
Graviton,
that
there's very little reaction time, whereas Blizzard's there's a bit of time to be able to. So
Charles will wholeheartedly eat the Graviton Surge if you just shove it down his throat. I have experienced this.
Is that a
funny, though.
euphemism?
No, he actually last season shoved it.
No, I actually just
literally
ran
to my
at
ear.
him, bubbled, walked through their Rhine shield, and grabbed, and he was like, "Yes, I will eat this now."
Well, when you telegraph it like that, of course.
I came really close to eating one grab and I was super upset about it. Because I was like, if that was old DM, that would have been a wrap.
No,
Oh, go ahead.
Charles, you gotta be careful, dude. You're gonna be packing on weight.
Yeah, but he's just eating snow. It melts
you're right,
like
you're right.
water.
You're
empty
right.
calories.
No.
It's empty
eating-
calories.
I
just
have a
eating
question, though.
He's eating snow cones, just eating pure sugar. I'm sure he'll be fine.
I'll be
I-
a certified thick boy.
If he
I
doesn't
have
get
a
thick,
question,
he'll at
though.
least get diabetes.
So,
Jesus.
Toaster Oven has a question in chat. The answer is that Zenphony won 3-2. Thank you, AJ, for also putting that in chat. Appreciate it.
Look, I'm there.
And I believe Drunkrat, you had a question.
Yeah, speaking of some Pog
Yeah.
plays, we got the one and only Asian music boy. You got that flashbang to stop Ejinx's EMP. What went into that play?
I just knew that was coming, and like I just positioned myself in the middle of the team because that's the most natural place for a Sombra to try to get the huge EMP for set up for EMP chatter or EMP whatever combo.
Yeah, really a fantastic play there. We saw that and kind of flipped here in the Caster's booth. We were pretty excited about that one.
To be honest,
It
I'm
was pretty
not sure
amazing.
how I landed that because it was like a 180 flick basically for that stun.
Toaster Oven asking also, why is Dan a big Winnie head? I'm not really sure what a Winnie head is. So I'm wondering about
Dan,
Winnie the Pooh. I'm
you
not
know,
really
Connor-
sure.
I got this
Connor
one.
is still in college,
I got
so I
this
think
one,
he
don't
just
worry.
needs to learn to spell.
Oh, I don't have this
Wait,
one.
okay. No, I got it.
What?
Here,
Okay.
timeout.
He didn't.
Toaster. 30 seconds.
That's toxic.
I've been mod abusing all night. Steck has felt the wrath.
He really has. It's true.
I think I've timed Steck out 4 times this stream.
Nice.
I mean, that
I
just
do
seems
have
like a logical thing to do, honestly.
Well,
I do have a real question for this one goes out to captain of winning team, Sid Gray Pilgrim. So my question to you is, you went down map 1, right? You lost Li Zhang to Heck and Purple, and you guys. I mentioned this in the commentary. It's very rare for you guys to be down, right? All season you guys are undefeated and you rarely lost a map. So how did you take that inexperience with having to play from down and turn it into winning the next 2 maps in a row and getting that momentum? What was the locker room talk like there?
so I'll tell you, for me, that was really easy. I just removed myself from the game and let them play. I literally subbed myself out. No, so I mean, I think that, and they came up with this on their own. I mean, I tell people all season long, I'm more of a managerial captain. I don't know a shit ton about this game. I'm here for moral support and like organizing things. So I don't like do a lot of coaching. I gotta give props to Dylan and Hefty for that. But I think they went comfort picks really on Volskaya. We saw Hefty come out with the Winston, which I think either surprised Hecking Purple or they didn't quickly enough respond to it. And that really built the momentum moving forward.
Well, I can speak on that because when the Winston came out, it's no surprise that we were really bad in the regular season. We're awful, and we put in a lot of practice before playoffs and kind of came up with a strategy for playoffs that might be able to help. And it was isolate main tank, fuck main tank, and it worked on the first map really well. But then your main tank was a Winston, and we're like, yeah, how are we gonna? So it took us a little while to like adapt for what picks we needed from our DPS line to be able to accomplish that, and what playstyle we needed from our tank line to accomplish that. And we finally kind of answered, but it was like, at the end of the day, Hefty's a good fucking Winston. Dylan's a good fucking ball.
I don't know, man. You picked Reaper and you shoved it up our pooper.
It took us way too long to find Reaper, to be fair. Like, we were like, what do we play here? What do we play into Winston ball? And I was like, wait.
On a similar note, we saw you guys turn things around on Dorado and have a really strong showing there. So what was kind of your what do you think was working there that kind of allowed you to change things around on that map?
I think it was the fact that Hefty just played Reinhardt the whole time. Like, he didn't pull out any Winston really. On his defense they did. But we caught him on defense, on our defense with him on the Reinhardt. And we were playing into it really well. I felt like we were running most of the Reinhardt matchups until Oasis. And that just comes down to, that plays into our strategy. We're trying to isolate main tank and kill main tank. So it was a lot of times look for Hefty, isolate him, and kill him. And that was working very well. Whenever he was on Reinhardt, except for Oasis. And then we were just lost.
Can I ask you a question, Eric?
Yes.
Did you try to fucking London Spitfire us?
So we did, but then something happened, and like, Dan's often like hitting a pinata or something. And I'm like,
so about that.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
But I will say, our comp when we came out of the gate there was like, well, Charles is just gonna eat shit, but he can't eat lasers, so we're just gonna pick everyone who has lasers. So fuck Charles. That's
You know
literally
what?
our
I
gameplay was coming out of the
I
To be
appreciate
fair,
the strategy.
If you want,
To be fair.
if you want to look a little insight into our comms, it was literally. I'm gonna step away from my mic so it's not too loud, but it was literally like, you can't eat fucking lasers now.
Charles successfully tilted an entire team.
Can't confirm.
Then we pushed too hard, and then we started feeding.
Well, what it really came down to, like, and we said this on your streets, we kind of stalled you out on streets phase, and then you used like everything in one fight, and we're like, okay. And so we got to get a recontest, and I pinned Hefty off the map and gave Justin a 2K high noon, and then he just lost all your momentum.
I also ate a pulse bomb.
He did. I
remember that.
We counted. Don't worry.
It was. I just want to say
think
that was one of the most fun
We need some
matches.
sort of
I've
counter
ever-
in the stream now for any time somebody eats an ult as D.Va.
No, only for Charles.
Only
Only
Charles.
for Charles.
That's right. We gotta get Charles counter.
We can
I
just,
gotta give
we
it-
can just make a stream command. We can just make a stream command for the chat.
I gotta give it up to Charles. Charles' diva is sick nasty. Don't sleep on this man.
Agreed.
Toaster oven, to answer your question, he ate 5 things?
4 blizzards and a pulse bomb.
Yeah,
And then-
a pulse bomb.
Add that to the 2 dragons from quarters, like.
The he ate 2 dragons. I missed that.
Yeah, he ate 2
Yeah.
dragons in the quarterfinals.
Oh! In the quarterfinals,
Against
correct.
against Foxham, right?
Yes. I thought you meant this game. I was very confused.
I believe
don't wanna
the
talk about
operative
that
phrase-
either.
Dan has PTSD from quarters. I'm sorry.
I don't want to talk about that.
Look,
So Charles, I think you'll agree with me here. The operative phrase here is hose mad.
Yes.
seriously though,
X24.
All right, hey, chat, listen up. Chat, hey, do you have any questions, chat? Because now's the time. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up soon.
while
so-
chat's asking questions to I think it's Dylan and Sid who are in here, and to the rest of Zenphony number 5. I had a blast. That was one of the most fun sets I've ever played. It was competitive. Even on Oasis, when you guys were it was kind of one-sided, we still like had some fights we won. It was hyper competitive. No map was like a blowout. So, thank you for being a part of that, because I had a blast. Yeah. I bet.
Yeah, it was
There were some
fun to
huge
cast
plays.
too. It was fun to cast. There was some real
There's some
good
wacky
plays.
shit going on in that match too.
It was fun to cast, I will say. Really,
Yeah,
really,
it wasn't nailed,
I
but it was
enjoyed
a lot
it.
of fun.
I enjoyed the hell out of it.
So I've got 2 things. I've got 2 questions and then a statement, actually, an announcement. First question: what size briefs do you wear, Charles? From Nate Dogg.
I feel like you should know
You
the
know,
answer to that question.
The thing is, usually because I wear sweatpants most of the time, I'm free balling like 90% of the time.
All right, all right, all right.
Hey,
my God.
So second question.
Wait,
for
hold on,
Charles.
wait. Are you telling me that the key to being a better diva is to not wear underwear? Because
Yeah.
if so, I've been doing diva all
it's
wrong.
less
Wait, you gotta
restrictive,
sell it
bro.
like a real gamer girl.
I've been doing diva all wrong. I've been wearing more underwear when I play. I usually put on another pair of underwear if I'm. I'm playing this all
Bring us
wrong.
back to earth here. For a
Right.
So
second.
we've got the second question here from Nate Dogg for Charles. How is your back from the diva carry?
You know, it's okay. I've been going to the gym.
All right, all right.
lately,
Been
so,
preparing for this. I see.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll do one announcement. Dylan, you can announce your thing. Sid Gray Pilgrim just shared the link in chat. I believe that is the sign up for the next season. Yep, so that is sign up for season 10. If you're watching, if you want to play, go ahead, click on that thing, fill that out, all that stuff. And then Dylan has an announcement that only true crunchers would know.
What,
True
is that
crunchers, he
that?
says. That is your
Yes.
cue, Dylan.
That is your cue.
You're so good.
That's your cue, Dylan.
That's your cue, Dylan.
Hold on. Oh, my mic. Hold on. Shit. Let me.
I tried to buy you time.
He laid up a softball for you. Oh,
Where'd you
and
put
he's
him?
Really
gone.
left.
Oh, go again. Nobody talk. Go again.
What time, mate? Do something.
All right. So listen up. Make sure that you sign up for season 10, okay? It's going to be really, really great. We're going to finally make it to double-digit seasons. It's going to be pretty fun.
I'm really
If we
excited.
get enough signups, we're actually going to be able to do a split league. I know a lot of people have liked the split league in the past that we've tried out. We tried out in season 8. A lot of people really enjoyed that. We are going to attempt to get that back. We just need to get the signups. So make sure you share it with your people, share it with your friends, all this good stuff. Make sure to share that link. Sid has posted it multiple times. That is the link. Send it around. Get it to your buds. Do the thing. It's going to be
And
great.
I should also
recommend it
specify, you
highly.
do not have to be a brother of PMA to be in our league. A lot of people are confused on that. They're like, oh, you PMA. You have to be PMA, right? No.
Do we still
you
have
do
the bit
not.
about they need to like check council, or is that?
There is an approval process that will be made.
Yes.
You need a sponsor.
You need to
and
know a brother of PMA.
There is an approval process. However, still fill that out if you want to join and you're not a brother, and it will be reviewed and you will be contacted if you make it.
And we play on the Blizzard launcher on PC.
Yes,
you're
that's
watching
a good
this.
point.
Very
Do not
important.
play on console.
Damn, I can't play on
Console
Epic.
scrubs, as they say. And I'd like to just point this out that we're being called NA casters right now, and I'd like squarely on Dylan.
I'll have you know I am in North America.
Sign up for the Dallas Fuel! And baby, Allen, Texas, as we Overwatch Live from the Allen Event Center in Allen, Texas. Get your tickets now. Sign up with the sheet and meet us in Allen, Texas for the Dallas Fuel Classic Weekend.
I was gonna mute him. I was gonna mute him,
Damn.
but I can't.
Thank God you can't. I would be so mad if
Oh
you
no, I
did
could, but it's too good.
that. Okay, good.
Hey,
good,
money
good.
to watch
Dan
Dallas.
was laughing so hard he was live.
So here's the thing, guys. In all seriousness, do sign up for that thing. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be a nice meetup between all of us. And if we get 15 people, we actually get a shout out from Dallas Fuel's social media page. That would be really, really cool for us as a league. We also get, I believe, a picture on stage. Is that accurate, Dylan?
That would be insane.
15?
It is if we streak across it.
Oh, you
It could be on national television if we stream.
You fucking know it.
Hashtag.
Wait, I've got another
demonetized.
sound clip. I just can't find it.
Yo. Wait, that was a sound clip?
Yes.
Hold on. Here we
Oh
go.
my god.
The last thing.
All right, and with that, we are going to sign off. Gentlemen, thank you all for being here for interviews. Thank you for an exciting game. Chat, thank you so much for being able to reach a level 5 hype train tonight. That was incredible. Thank you for that. I believe we probably got around 20 or 25 new subs to this stream.
Yo,
so that's
hell
really
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for that. Thank you for all the bits. And then from me personally, thank you so much for allowing me to be the commissioner for you guys throughout these past couple seasons and being in leadership throughout a really long time here. So thank you all for that. And with that, everybody, have a wonderful night. Thank you again for coming out to the stream, and we are signing off.
Go Outlaws.
This has been the 5U Alpha Overwatch League Season number 9 semi-finals match. Zenphony number 5 versus Hecking Purple. You all have a wonderful evening. We will catch you tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern for our next matchup of the playoffs. We'll see you later.